Are we live?
Yeah, King.
This is the worst angle ever.
This
is an unbelievable angle they got us at.
Why do
We
we
gotta sit like this, cross ourselves, hide.
Who came up with these seating
worst
arrangements?
set ever? We're just sitting on top.
I will say that's a good beginning.
Do we have music or are we just going?
No, we're going. I think we're going.
We're just going.
We're just
So
going.
There's no intro. There's nothing. We're just sitting against the brick wall.
No introduction.
I was going to start this, Dave.
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
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 This is
I was actually,
the worst beginning ever.
I was actually going to start this,
Kind of
Dave,
the
by
best.
being like, we talked a little bit about it on the rundown, but Scottsdale, Arizona is the first Super Bowl that Barstool ever did, like as a company. It was just me, Dave, Gaz, and Hank in a house in Scottsdale 8 years ago. And I was going to start being like, would you ever imagine we had a bar? And then we still suck at everything.
Yeah, and we're like in a fight with our own bar. They're like, you have to get rid of your equipment. I'm like, who did you talk to? Like the owner's like, we own it. It's our bar. So did I say it? No. So like, who are you talking to? We're still figuring out. And we have definitely had a music intro.
Yeah, no,
100% of the time that we've done this.
Usually something tells people what's coming.
Is this on you, TJ? TJ,
No, I'm not blaming TJ.
Is this you lacking
No.
music? We just roll. There's nothing.
You want to play a little music and restart?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
play a little music, restart.
Anything.
We're going to get some music and we're going to restart.
I like a mid.
Can we also get the Duke-Miami game on? Because I bet on that game. Oh, here we go.
Okay. Better.
Could anybody hear that in the bar? Is that just in our
No,
headset?
I can hear it. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they're moving a little bit.
Okay, that's one way to do the intro music. So welcome to Scottsdale.
Yeah.
Ow!
I was going to say, Dave, Barstool, Arizona, this is the first place we did a Super Bowl as a company 8 years ago.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And I was going to say how crazy is we have a bar, but then we have great intro music, too. So we really are on the up and up.
I heard a whisper you were being difficult, Dave.
I've had a difficult start to the trip. So,
Okay.
well, first of all, I can't. This angle of us is just
Yeah, can we just put Duke-Miami on
absolutely
right here?
preposterous what
Things
we're
like
looking
this?
at on the
Yeah, put
TVs of us
Duke-Miami
sitting
on
here.
right here.
Anyways, yeah, no. So we moved into the hotel. So I've tried to be like a real good hotel guy, meaning I don't need to stay at super 5-star hotels. I don't need suites. I've said this. It's like you just put me in a normal room, and I'm very happy, content. I don't need anything more.
AC and shower pressure.
AC and shower pressure. So we're all staying at a Marriott, right? And I came with Silvana. And,
A Marriott in name only.
well, that is where we ran into the problem. It's not a Marriott at all. It's and it's just a tiny little room. It's tiny. I mean, there's absolutely I can touch all four walls aside from the bed without getting out of my bed. That's the video of it. I made it last night. This is a disaster situation bed. Yeah.
Yeah, people are groaning in the audience. They're like, how? Come on.
Literally
Deliver too
like,
many papers.
So I moved to the Phoenician.
Okay.
Oh, you did?
I moved.
Got it.
And I'm paying.
And your mom?
My mother refused.
Oh.
I did get my mother a room.
Oh, she's here.
Yeah, she said she was too tired from golfing today. So it's just me. It's beautiful. Phoenician's beautiful. I paid for it myself. It's a shit ton of money because Super Bowl late notice. But I couldn't. I literally tried to explain it. It's like I'm going to die with money at this point. I've made enough where I'm going to be giving it away. I have no kids, but I'm just going to have too much, but you can't get the days back. And I was getting claustrophobic in that room. So I'm like, fuck it. I got the hotel. I'm at the Phoenician. So I am being difficult in that regard.
Okay. Who I saw you at Blattman tried to get you to do a rundown mid-morning before anything occurs.
For you guys out there who watched the rundown, which we've done for 10 years, the general code of the rundown is you wait to see what happens during the course of the day, and then you run it down. It's pretty. Blattman wanted to tape it at 9 a.m.
And then tried to blame me.
There is nothing to talk about at 9 a.m. because nothing has happened. It's impossible.
What if we do like a 7 a.m. rundown and just try to predict what might happen?
Yeah,
That'd
why
be a different
not?
way to do it.
Yeah.
That'd be a different way to do it.
That's
So,
kind of what he wanted.
Riggs, I wanted you on the show. I haven't seen you forever, but this is your hometown now.
It's been like 3 years since we've done this.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
We used to do this every day, which is crazy town. And then I would actually argue my life's gotten significantly better since we used to do that.
Yeah, you are a professional golfer, not on tour.
Correct. Yeah, one of the worst professional golfers probably in history, if you really say it that way. But
Is Frankie better than you now?
Frankie's good. Well, Frankie got a mental coach, and obviously, everybody knows Frankie's, pretty skilled. He's musical, but his brain can go off the rails. So somebody got his brain sorted out. Now he's a very good player.
He didn't really answer that question, though.
Yeah, I haven't seen Frankie.
You didn't answer
We
that
could have
question.
we could have a battle. I think I could still just defeat him through.
Interesting.
The new guy's the best, Dan Rapport, right?
Yeah, Dan's a legitimate golfer, but he's also, he went to journalism school, and he's in, golf in his whole life, and it's different, so that's kind of his
Dan
vibe, but he's
Rappaport,
good.
the new guy, was I walked by him. He lives in my neighborhood in New York, and he just didn't say hi. He said he was scared to like interrupt
Did
me.
you say hi?
I was like, I think he has
Good question.
headphones on, and I was like, hey, Dan, and he just kept on walking.
I heard him call, I believe, Minahan. Is he called Minahan's show? It was
No.
actually that's a different guy.
Yeah, you got duped.
Oh, no.
I got
You
duped?
just got duped.
You and Ravel are the same.
You
How do I get-
reveled yourself.
Yeah, you got duped.
Pretty much 90% of Kirk's callers are parody callers.
Why would
Yeah,
anyone
that was
parody
Bosco was-
Why would anyone parody Dan Rappaport?
It's the Kirk Minahan show. Weird shit happens over there.
Yeah, people were. I mean, Bosco was just doing parodies when he was calling.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bosco.
pretty much the whole time. But yeah, somebody called and parodied D-Rap. I think they said Big Dick.
Yeah,
Rap
it was actually very funny. It's like, oh, I didn't know that Rapport had him in this. He was calling because he was.
Let's
he's-
give him credit for it.
Yeah.
he was like, I'll be inside the ropes at the Masters. That's what
Yeah,
he was
that's-
talking
that's-
about. It made sense. It's like he's a real journalist.
Yeah, no, you got duped a little bit.
What is this? The North Stars? What is
Yeah,
that?
well, I don't know why the whole crew of
Are they here
Minnesota
tonight?
people.
They're playing the Coyotes tonight. The old uniforms are so much better than the new ones. It's not even close.
Yeah, the new ones
Yeah,
are
the
tough.
new ones are tough. The Wild. I was actually thinking about that. I look when we go. Like, is Arizona
I
playing?
looked. I was one step ahead of you. I wanted to go to Arizona or Arizona State, but they got their, I think, California swing this weekend.
Yeah.
It sucks because the Pac-12 always does, like the Arizona schools go and play Oregon and Oregon State, or the Oregon schools go play Colorado and Utah on the same weekend, so it sucks. I want to go bad.
Yeah, I saw the hockey game tonight. That's been my new thing, trying to see the different arenas. Are you going? Riggs is taking us to the Waste Management.
Oh, what day?
Phoenix Open, Friday and Saturday.
I'm
do they,
in.
Why do they call it Phoenix? Can anybody go?
Waste Management
Is
no
he?
longer.
Can anybody
It's in the
at
greater
Bars-
Phoenix area,
Can
so it's-
anybody in Barstool be like, Riggs, get me in, and you have that type of pull?
I think so.
Can I get a shot?
No.
Oh,
Well,
okay. Well,
on Wednesday you probably could.
Ooh,
I thought
okay.
on Wednesday you could.
well, we're playing mini golf. We got
true.
the mini golf tournament, which is going to be very hot. And I think are you in our crew?
We have I'm in a group. The groups are interesting.
You're
Yeah,
with
that's
you're
right.
with Biz,
I got
Whitney.
Biz, Witt, and Kirk.
That's a hell of a group.
So group 4 is
Kirk's coming to win this.
Oh yeah,
He's
like,
coming to win it.
He's demanding, I think, multiple practice rounds.
He's coming to win it.
Yeah, I'm in with my mother, and then Will and Taylor. So Will and Taylor from Bussin' with the Boys are coming here. They're going to be here for the second hour. I'm also curious by the second hour whether I figure out whether we have to rearrange all the equipment. I gave them attitude. They were like,
You gave him some good old.
yeah, they're like, we sold those tables for a
Good.
party. I'm like, that's crazy. It's our bar. It's a lot of work for you guys. You have no music for us, but I'm fighting for
You
you.
guys are trying to turn $1 around here. I went to a
Let's give it up for those guys.
yeah, a little guy. Not everybody, that stays in those little fucking
Them?
hotel rooms.
Them?
Everybody.
Yeah.
The working man
I,
and
I,
woman.
I,
and whoever
I
doesn't
will
identify.
say I wasn't over-exaggerating. That hotel room, if it was by myself, I would be fine. But 2 people in there, no bueno.
It didn't do you great that there were a bunch of different rooms. It kind of looked like.
Do you have a house here?
I have an apartment here.
You should have given it up to Dave.
No joke. I do have an extra bedroom. Might have been bigger than the situation you
Oh
were dealing
man.
with.
Did you debate selling it? That would be, I feel like, something you like renting it for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I still might.
Oh,
so
and
if
then
anybody's
staying in the
looking
hotel?
for- no, that would have been a scumbag move. But
I will say, I think this is a decent city if you're going to be in a bad spot because it's so spread out and there's so many hotels
Yeah.
and there's so many places to stay. Like, I was surprised I was able to find a place pretty quickly after I was upset.
Do you think they were holding it for somebody like you to juice it up pretty good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it is juiced up. I mean, have you been? Have you played that course?
Yeah, it's sweet. It's
yeah,
beautiful. You got views of the valley.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the-
It's a beautiful,
Wait,
beautiful
which
hotel.
course? The one
where
you're
I'm
staying at.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Phoenician.
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 Yeah.
Speaking of arenas, I did a big one this past weekend. I did Cameron Indoor for Duke UNC.
Oh,
Why?
I was in the Pinehurst area.
nice.
And
What do you do now that we have this? Like, I know, and you get freedom because the Classic is a wild success.
Thank you.
But how many days out of the year is the Classic?
the Classic, we do 25 stops.
Right. So 25 days. So 50 days. I'll give you a travel day.
Thank you.
So are you just on vacation? The rest?
No, I mean, I'd say we do a podcast. We do videos all the time. We do a pretty good
Do you
merchandise
still do?
business.
You still do that? Like one hole out of 18?
Yep.
I watched
So-
those.
That's the greatest.
Well, the thing is,
Oh, do you still
okay,
walk around and eat one slice of pizza?
Yes. And that's a job.
Okay.
By the way,
Thank
for local
you.
people,
If I-
the pizza place we went to today is like ranked.
Was it that good? Don't reveal it, but
Did you bang on the windows and demand
No.
injury
Bring
and
any
personal
back?
treatment?
We went. The name of it is Pizza
Pizza, that's a good start.
Badeo Line.
Biacco.
Rich Biacco. Bianco.
Bisaccia.
Yeah.
Biacco. It's like on
Have we
chef's.
gotten there
It's
yet?
on chef's table.
Okay.
The latest Netflix pizza. We got it open at 11. We were there at 10:30. By 11:15, there was an hour and a half wait
Wow.
on a
baby.
Monday.
Okay.
So I'm going to defend Riggs in a little piece, and this might not even be a defense, but watching golf on Instagram or Twitter, it's a cheat code because every time I scroll past it, like, and I see Riggs' video, I'll watch the whole thing because I want to see how he does.
Well, there was an original video that we tried to film at Sawgrass when we became the original Boondoggle Boys.
Yep.
Which two things went against us there. One, that we were actually having fun while claiming we were working, which you don't like. And two, you love the word boondoggle, so you just called it
Well,
Boondoggle Boys.
do we have the ability to pull up clips? Can we pull
Yeah.
up the real boondoggle of Riggs walking out of Pinehurst?
Oh, man.
When he acted like he
was-
like cured cancer. And
Yeah. Well, it was a mix of that,
I'm
and it
not
was
a good actor, so I didn't act like anything.
It also was like it was like one of those videos when someone gets like paralyzed and they walk out of the hospital for the first
I hope
time.
this can go on every TV.
Yeah.
But if you haven't seen it, it's an all-time Barstool. This is
a video I'm
This
proud
is
of, by the way.
COVID-esque era, and here's Riggs walking out of the fancy resort after being there for 2 months.
Oh,
Getting
man,
a
he's
standing
crying.
ovation, by the way.
Yeah,
For
the
record.
hardest. COVID was really tough on Riggs. He had to golf every day. Did you ring a bell? Didn't you ring a cancer bell?
No, there's not a
Oh,
cancer
okay.
bell. I don't
Yeah,
not
I
that
thought you rang the bell too.
It might have been a bell. I don't know if it had to do anything with cancer or not.
Got it. Yeah. No, this is no. If I showed this to anyone, it'd be like, is this a guy who golfed for 2 months during COVID, or a guy who just
I'd say-
like overcame like cancer and they're all
That's
wishing
a
him
guy
well?
who grinded and created content. So,
What were they exactly giving you a standing ovation for?
well, I don't want to,
I think
get
he's the only one
emotional.
who spent money there for 2 months.
It's crazy.
The-
It's one of my
Thank you,
favorite
Riggs.
videos I've
You're
ever
welcome.
seen.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
That-
Crying, go, you guys.
The best part is you put that out, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you thought. Like,
I'm proud of that video.
but you didn't think it was going to go the way it went when we watched it.
I don't care.
Right. I know you don't care, but
But
you
what-
thought like we'd be like nice moment,
I
not
don't
like
care
what the
while
fuck
people
is
are like
this?
shelled up in their apartments that they're like, oh, look at that guy that's
But
crying because he played
people
a golf
don't get
cart.
that. Literally, you were leaving
I did.
Pinehurst
Pinehurst.
after 2 months. COVID was ending, and you were just like, I'm leaving, guys.
Over 3 months. 99 straight days.
Just golfing every day.
Golfing a lot.
Yeah, so why were they giving the standing O?
So during the pandemic, Pinehurst is a resort that people travel to. 80% of their employees got laid off. So they asked me to help spearhead a fundraiser to raise money to pay their salaries while they couldn't get money because nobody was coming. So I worked very hard. They raised $300,000 to their employees so they could still pay. I was very tight with a lot of those folks. Who
I
rode
don't
out the
remember
pandemic
any of
together.
that. That's a great story. I don't remember any.
So
was,
when I
was that
left-
just you playing golf?
Well, when I left, after being there for 99 days and promoting the resort, and people were starting to come back and they started to get their jobs back, I had connection with them. And when I left after 99 days, their reaction was, thank you for all the help. We love you.
I
My
was.
reaction was,
that's
I
a
cried.
beautiful story.
It is
Pinehurst
beautiful.
Clearly is one of the struggling businesses in America.
Well, now it's flourishing, and some could say it's because of me.
No way.
I could also say that you just rang up a $300,000 tab playing golf for 3 months
Yeah,
straight.
that's why he kept it afloat.
Yeah.
By playing golf.
You had 4 caddies in every tree and whatever.
I will say I did submit some expenses after that trip because I
Oh.
filmed a lot of content, and I was very curious to see how it was going to go.
Did
and
it go through?
They got approved.
That's just us not paying attention to what's going on.
Well, you got to take advantage of those things.
Yeah,
when you
that
can.
is definitely a loophole.
Yeah, I actually don't know. I was having this debate last night because we're sending I'm sending Max and Roan to the Super Bowl. I have my Eagles future, so I'm sending them, and if the Chiefs win, they have to pay me back.
Are you not hedging?
I'm
is
not
that
hedging.
the plan?
I'm not hedging. So I'm sending them. I'm not hedging.
I love
As of
it.
right now, I might live hedge. As of right now, I'm not hedging. That could change. So I'm sending them. So we were talking about we got to send a camera guy. So I was going to buy a third ticket. It's like, oh, well, that one we can get reimbursed. I don't know how to work the reimbursement system at
Sucks.
Barstool.
It's a nightmare.
I don't even have a login. I don't even know what it would, like how.
No,
Do you know?
No, I
right.
don't reimburse. I'm trying to figure out how to get what I just paid for lost in the shuffle of like what just happened to me, because that was quite the move.
Are you going to try to get that expense?
No, but
Are you going to?
But I mean, you are. It is Super Bowl week. You're
I'm being
staying
forced
here.
to pay. The thing is, again, not to go back. If you tell somebody you're staying at a Marriott, that means a very
That
like
means
a Marriott has a level that's consistent. It's not unbelievable, but you know where you're getting. Like a basic Hilton, a basic Marriott, basic Sheraton. Good. When you start putting in like Joe Blow by Marriott, like Fairfield Inn by this company or whatever, all bets are off. It's a different, and again, with one person, fine. But this room, they put like they're trying to make it into a house. So every room is the size of a thimble. So you can't
It
move
is
in
crazy,
any.
yeah.
You can't move. I get claustrophobic. I'm getting up in age. Like claustrophobia. Claustrophobia is a thing that as you get older,
Is that true?
Yes.
I don't think that's true.
That's
I don't think it's an
100%
age thing.
true.
Is there any science behind
Yes,
that?
there's
I think
science.
you're either claustrophobic or you're not.
No, the older
a-
you get, the more open space you need.
That's not true.
That is true.
Where did you read that?
I read it in the Science Journal.
No,
you
you
see
didn't.
one of those graphs?
I
where it's
looked it
like-
up.
You looked it up?
Yes.
And you have documentation.
I have documentation.
The older you get, the more open space you need.
Yeah, you get more like the walls because it's like a doctor's hospital office closing in on you.
Do you still fly? Are you back to commercial flying?
We flew first class out here,
Okay.
commercial,
Okay.
and we're flying like middle row commercial home.
Yeah, the home flights are tough.
I'm literally suffering. I'm
It's a
like-
hero right here. Give it up.
That's fantastic.
Dave's a hero.
Man of the people.
I was very close to walking around my hotel today, not to be arrogant, cocky, but be like, I think I'm the person with the most in the bank account who's ever stayed here. Like, just every single person be like, I know I have this, because nobody would. It's crazy.
Yeah, no.
But it is my fault because, it's Live Lisa's fault,
No,
but
she-
it's my fault.
Yeah, she's taking it hard. She texted me
She
saying,
should
I want
take
to
it
kill
hard.
myself.
No,
What did
no.
she do wrong? Lisa did
She
do-
said it was a Marriott.
it's not. It's just not American.
I
not
think in
American.
her
Oh, okay.
defense,
That's
all
not
I'll say in her defense is that booking for an entire company for an entire week where the prices are
Incredibly
insane and you're
difficult.
trying to figure out exactly how to, actually watch the dollars isn't
And
easy.
I've been over the top, be like, I'll stay anywhere. I'll
Right.
stay anywhere. I don't need a fancy room. And then I'm like, wait a minute.
Clearly you do, yeah.
This is.
Yeah, it's a
I
little bit
may
mixed
have lied.
signals, yeah.
And it is hard because we send a shit ton of people here.
Right.
Super Bowl is the most expensive week. And I don't know how many. I mean, the house that we're staying at is spectacular.
Incredible.
I'm dead. I was like, who lives there? The house we're at right now has a volleyball court, shuffleboard, pickleball, basketball, and a pool all in the backyard.
And you're forgetting a 9-hole mini golf.
I didn't see the mini golf.
Yeah, there's a 9-hole mini golf.
It's crazy. And
The
we have
mini golf at the
security.
house?
Yeah, there's 9 holes.
We have
Mini
security
golf's going on.
staying at the house, so the house can't be destroyed.
Right.
Because when we've done it in the past, this is Office Manager Brett.
OMB,
we
baby.
destroyed a house.
It was
and we're
Minnesota.
It was
Minnesota, he left the windows open. We stayed at Famous Dave's
Famous
house.
Dave's house.
And
we ruined it.
We were there was an indoor pool in Minnesota, and he left the windows open and left the house.
And then Welker sent $100,000 worth of merch that just went to nobody.
That also was the Super Bowl that I found when I was trying to leave. I was grabbing Liam, and I found him sleeping in the sauna. That happened. I woke him up. He was sleeping. Thankfully, there was a timer, but I don't know how long he was in there with the timer.
Sometimes we've come a long way.
Fully
Sometimes
clothed in
start
the
a show
sauna.
with no music. So
Yeah.
you just never know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This was just walk and go. This was, considering it's our own bar, I would say pretty unorganized. By the way, my initial reaction to it is this place is sick.
Yeah, this place is awesome.
It's huge.
It's a really cool place.
So I haven't been to the Philly one. I've done the Chicago one.
Philly one's great.
Yeah.
Heard Philly one's fantastic. Chicago one's great. This one, obviously, I winter here.
How
This one's
often
nice.
are you here?
I've been here probably 10 times since it opened
There you
2
go,
months ago.
Riggs.
Something like that. I love coming in here. It's a great time. What happens a lot is I'll play golf on Saturday morning, have a few cocktails, feel myself, and then I'll tweet out that if you come here, open up a little bit of tab, have a
Oh,
bunch of drinks with
nice.
the people. It's a great spot.
Very nice.
But they
Yeah.
do-
Paying
job.
for your friends.
So what?
Yeah, buying friends. Sometimes that's how you got to do it. Or you got to raise money and then they clap for you when you leave a resort.
Yeah, that's true. That's
So,
true. That's a
whatever
good
it
point.
takes.
What are your thoughts on Scottsdale as a city?
I love Scottsdale for a lot of reasons. It's got all the things that I like, which is golf, obviously. I hate humidity. It's just not for me.
Okay.
And then I would say for like 8 months of the year, it's pretty much perfect weather. Like
Yeah.
it's like this the entire. There's a 4 or 5 month stretch in the summer where it's hot as fuck, like 115 degrees.
Yeah.
Where it's a little bit too much, but the rest of the time, it's you wear a hoodie in the morning, you wear shorts.
Yeah,
and
you
t-shirt.
get
That's
every
what I like.
season.
Yeah.
It's cold in the morning, cold at night, nice
Yeah.
in the afternoon.
So I like it. It's also more Midwestern, I feel like.
Yeah,
than it
a lot of
is-
Chicago comes
Exactly.
to
Minnesota
Arizona,
folks come here. Wisconsin folks come here, whereas the East Coast people tend to go to Florida. So you just get a little bit of like Midwest nice out here. So
It is
Midwest nice, though, is not nice, correct?
disagree.
No, Midwest, I'm not, that wasn't a, that, I was saying Midwest nice is not a nice slogan. That means they're nice to your face.
No,
mean
Minnesota
behind your
people
back.
like it. Minnesota people love it. They love
Passive
but
aggressive.
Minnesota people
Correct.
like,
Chicago
but you
people are a
guys
little
like
bit like
being
that.
nice. Yeah,
But-
exactly. They like being nice.
Yeah.
Correct.
It
But
is.
if someone says you're Midwest nice, they're insulting you, really,
But
right?
then also Minnesota people kind of like being
Passive
referred to as
aggressive.
nice.
But you had no clue that's what that meant.
No, because we're ignorant. I just thought,
Well,
or
you're.
we're in bliss a little bit.
I got
You're ignorant. I knew what it meant.
I got a question
Well, that's because you okay.
about
No,
Scottsdale.
it's what it means. They confirmed it.
They,
Well,
he
they
gave
also
a-
like to be nice.
But Midwest nice is nice to your face, like passive aggressive, like he
Right,
said. That's
right,
it.
right.
I remember when we went to Minnesota, everybody said that.
Yeah, Minnesota nice. What do you have a course that you're like a member of?
Courses.
Courses.
I'm a member at a place called Mesa Country Club,
Okay.
which is a kind of a little bit more of a blue-collar club around here that we do the Barstool Classic at every year. It's where I first played. We played Joel Damon. It's a fantastic spot, probably 10 or 15 minutes from here.
Oh, Joel Damon. He didn't finish top 20, did he? Elio gave me that pick. Fucking killed me.
Yeah, but have you seen what we've been doing?
What?
So for play, we've
I
been
have seen
doing.
this.
We pick each one of us picks one player. If all four of them make the cut, everybody wins. Barstool Sports
I like
boosts
it.
it. We've done 3 out of the last 4 weeks. It's hit, and it was a plus 825, a plus 800, and a
yes.
plus 425.
And he was part of it?
Joel Damon was part of, I think, 2 of
Because
them.
he just had a baby. Elio texted me unsolicited. Was like, just had a baby. Top 20. Got to play it.
Elio, when he did the refrigerator with Sung Jae this morning.
I had to talk Elio out. He's like, I think I have an idea. I should just come to the Waste Management and follow Sanjay. I'm like, it's not a bad idea, but the thing that I have an issue with, I think, is the Super Bowl is this weekend. Maybe concentrate on Super Bowl bet since it's the biggest.
Yeah, but there's a hotel that just opened up. A hotel room.
True.
Doors.
There
He
is.
could stay there.
There is.
He might not fit in there.
Honestly, Sylvana, my mother said no. I was debating giving the room or offering, and I feel like he'd say no. Brandon Walker said he was with his wife. I think those rooms are so small, but I don't think he'd want to move, or Austin, just so he's closer to me. But there is an extra room
Whoa.
because my mother didn't want to go.
Oh.
Well, she is coming.
Oh, she's.
Oh, now she's on the
okay,
fence, so
all
that
right, all right.
room may have now a name on it. The hotel, it is like we were repack. This is going to be a whole hotel show. But I knew, when you make the right decision. I walked in, I'm like, I made the right decision. It's like that.
You're with your people.
Not even my people, but I'm not with my people. I'll put it that way.
We had a. I have a quick Stephen Shea story.
You missed the final pro football show.
Yeah, I know, because I had to do a pickleball video that sometimes, and we have the most talented people working behind the scenes, but I did this pickleball video that is like, I had to tape like 7 different parts, and none of them sequentially made sense, and I just don't, I have no idea what the final product's going to be. Like, they had me doing shots, like, I had to do like a fake rap video out front while the neighbor filmed me, and I don't know how it's going to end up. The neighbors don't like that we're staying there.
Oh, they never do.
She came out and was filming us film a fake rap
Correct,
video.
because you probably need some sort of
For her HOA
permit.
meeting,
Yes.
she's got that.
Yeah,
Basically.
so I was doing that. So that was it was chaos. But Stephen Shea, J.J. Watt came by and we interviewed him for PMT.
Yeah, big guest so far.
Yeah, they both came by. It was nice. And J.J. Watt walked out and Stephen was standing in the driveway and J.J. just goes like, "Sorry for your loss, Stephen." And Stephen just goes, "You know my name?" I was like, Jesus Christ, Stephen, try to act like,
One time.
Yeah, like we're somebody.
But also don't. He's got to.
Yeah,
he is.
no, I hope he stays like that.
Yeah.
J.J. Watt, huge Frank the Tank fan, which is still the funniest. Whenever I talk to anyone, I would say out of all athletes, celebrities that are Barstool fans, there are more Frank the Tank fans than anything else.
I know you're not going to give it, because you don't want to give away the episode, but I saw your tweet about the Rovell.
Yeah.
And I am dying to know what he says about the stalking incident.
Yes. Rovell stalked him.
He big time stalked him.
He
We
cut
all
in
saw
line
that.
of special needs kids.
That was a tough one.
Yeah.
I had a couple notes. We already see. I never know how to balance it. If we want to go over the Kyrie stuff, but let me get on my phone. I took up a couple notes on things. First of all, have we talked about the Stu Feiner tweet to Hey K Adams? Did you see that tweet?
No. Oh no! What'd he do?
I don't know if we can pull that up, but it's shocking. It is
Even for him.
I was shocked even for him
because nothing can really shock.
No, this I don't know. Maybe it was the creative side of what he did. If you can pull up Hey K Adams has a tweet. He's sitting on a suitcase.
Oh yeah. I saw the suitcase tweet.
You didn't see his reply?
No, but I can imagine what it probably entails.
I don't know if he can because I didn't know he had the capability, technology to make it. So see if you can pull that. She did, and I feel like she was kind of baiting like crazy responses by making a video like this.
Oh, for sure was.
But
she has like the most simps on the internet.
Correct, but I don't think she saw Stu Feiner coming around the corner.
I added the over in this Miami Duke game.
I just have Miami.
I do too.
Do it again.
Oh no! I knew he had this capability.
Another one.
I mean, that's funny.
Hit me again.
That's funny.
Put the first video so
that's
people can see
it.
Funny. He replies to this under. So this is Hey K Adams doing that, and then Stu Feiner with the direct reply.
Hit me again.
With his face
Do it again.
in the suitcase.
Do it again.
It's just
Another one.
You don't know, Dave, but the Barstool Sports Advisors was tenuous for a minute there during the playoffs because Stu he wanted to kill me and Hank because we did an episode. He wouldn't give out any picks, and I coaxed a bunch of picks out of him, being like, "If gun to your head, who would you take?"
Why wouldn't he give picks?
Because he wanted everyone to go to StuFire.com. And so we posted all the ones that I coaxed out of him, and I missed the text. I was doing something, and I just go to my phone. It's like, take that down. You're embarrassing me. All my clients are gonna fucking yeah. And I was just like, but then before I could even reply, he's like, never mind, figured it out. I'm sorry. And I was like, all right, well, this is good. We just figured this one out.
Yeah, at least he got there.
He
That's
was
good.
very upset. All I said was I was like, gun to your head, Stu, like Bills or Bengals. And he's like, Bengals or Bills or something like that. And then we posted them all, and he's like, this is fucking bullshit. All my clients are going to be upset.
Yeah, Stu does get mad. He goes quick. He'll go and mad for a second.
And then he settles down.
Yeah, doesn't get mad.
Because he's got a heart of gold. The man has a heart of gold. That's a fact.
Should we do a commercial?
Yeah, let's talk
We
about
have commercials?
Yeah, we have commercials. Yeah, well, obviously here. I don't know if that's warm, the Canes, but
Let's talk about Curve real quick. You guys familiar with Curve?
I have it in my wallet.
Curve is excellent. If you're interested in taking control of your finances, let me introduce you to Curve. Load eligible debt and credit cards into Curve's digital smart wallet, similar to Apple Pay. Condense your full wallet into a single Curve credit card, so you have to have all kinds of stuff. Curve will also help you optimize your points, so instead of having to switch card to card and figure out how to get the best rewards for what you're using, load everything into Curve. Like Dave said, put one in your wallet, boom, you got it. Keep those additional Curve rewards in normal cash or convert your Curve cash check to crypto. You're in charge of your crypto if you do convert. Curve is the only credit card company that wants to keep you in the driver's seat with your crypto and allow you to move the crypto to your own wallet. You want to earn rewards in cash? Cool. You want to earn rewards in crypto? Also cool. Apply for the Curve credit card. There's no hard credit check, so it won't affect your credit score. Sign up through curve.com/barstool. Be entered into the 10K touchdown draw for a shot at winning 10K in Curve cash. Once you've made your first transaction, no matter what, you'll automatically get $20 in Curve cash just for playing. Terms and conditions apply. Again, that is curve.com/barstool.
Great ad read, Rick.
I wish I should.
I appreciate that, Dave. That's very nice. It's been a while. How are you guys feeling about everything? How are we feeling about the Rico Bosco situation?
Well,
I know right when that happened, you weren't really doing the Eddie show anymore.
Rico, we saved the life at this point because if Rico wasn't with us, he'd probably be, in a dark, dark place or maybe not on Earth.
I noticed he's been grinding.
He has. All right, so there's two things going on right now. He has been grinding. He's been working hard. I still don't know if he can re-enter society because he's been on a couple streams. He can't get his balls busted. He has not changed, which I guess I didn't expect him to change that way. But we'll see. I mean, because like that's the thing that we've tried to tell him. Like the crazy is funny, but you obviously can't go so crazy that you're harassing people on Twitter, coworkers, wives, all that shit. So I don't know. He's getting healthy. Like he's going to the gym. He's lost a little weight. He's grinding. The last piece will be like, can he interact with us?
That one for me as like a Barstool fan was interesting because I wasn't in the office. I'm not around talking to people. So knowing all players involved, someone that consumes Barstool content, finding that one and not understanding all the shit behind the scenes and then hearing about it and watching people deal with it, I just think it was fascinating as a Barstool fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's real-life drama, and he's an insane person, and it is still relatively fresh. Like,
Yes.
this went down, a couple months ago?
Yeah, it was like
so
early December.
He's not going to be a fully functioning human again with us probably for like a year. He's going to – because a lot of people really don't like him.
Yeah. March Madness
People are
will be
upset. That's understandable.
March Madness will be a huge test because I think he wants to be on the streams, and we'll see how he does. Because like he still can't. He still like gets upset when he puts out a losing pick and we make fun of it. It's like, dude, that's if you can't handle that, like that's the lowest bar. Like we all suck at gambling.
But it's a little tricky because that's fucking Rico. Like you need
I know,
to go.
I know,
Like
I know.
When he's just straight edge, he's not particularly.
No,
He's
that's
doing
the
this
problem.
religious thing. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
with that.
he like I haven't been texting much with him, but
I haven't either, actually.
He's been sending like psalms.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good, I guess.
He goes through his phases. He's got to, whatever works for him. But
I will say that he did. So I think it was championship weekend. I texted him. I was like, come to the stream, and he's like, I can't. I got oblos, and I just responded, last major football stream of the year. Got it, and then he showed up. So at least he's like, because that was kind of a test. Like, dude, are you really not going to show up to the championship
Without
Sunday?
you having to push too hard, you
Right.
just kind of gave him
I was
a little,
like, got it, okay.
and he figured it out.
Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, he's rehabilitating. He looks healthier. I think his head is in a better space. But yeah, it's like re-entering the March Madness streams will be the big test.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
I agree. I just, like I said, from a vantage point like me, it was fucking fascinating to witness. I think that's the old school. That's a little bit of the old school.
Oh, yeah.
School.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that was must watch shit. Do you worry
right.
Do you worry we're gonna lose that?
no,
Do you
I'm
worry
not worried we're gonna. But he went over the line. Like there's no doubt about that. Was never.
And he tried to leave for a better job.
A job that
he
may or
thought.
may not have existed.
Correct.
They're going after Collins' wife, obviously. That's never Barstool. That's so far over the line. So that's what changed it a little bit. And that, everyone hated him, rightfully so, because of that. So, but Dan and I have known him forever. So we didn't want to, we didn't want him to do something drastic, which he may have. He's capable of anything.
Yeah.
Is there a Miami office coming?
So here's the thing with the Miami. Obviously, he's going to Chicago. The Miami office, some days I'm like, yes, I like the thought of that. And then some days it's like, does that mean people are coming to see me and I got to run this Miami office?
Yeah. You have to be in charge of people.
Yeah,
I don't think
I've
you
been
wanna do
doing
that.
this. I think sometimes, in April, 20 years.
Right.
Barstool's 20 years old. Obviously, I'm not working the same output, but for like 16, 17 years, it was nonstop. Go, 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 go. And I'm definitely in the kind of, are the manatees floating around in my backyard type phase of my life. And, there's a parrot in the tree and it's 80. And so
It's crazy to me that people don't understand that part because, in a similar vein, like I still am go, 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 go. But 5 to 7 years from now, I would like to be in a spot where I don't have to do that, similar to Dave. You know what I mean? It's like I think that's actually a testament to Barstool if you can start to pass it off and it continues going strong.
Right. Because there's some days I wake up, I'm like, yes, I want to create content. And there's other days I wake up and it's like, I just want to chill out. I think I've said some of the things that I really do still. I don't like driving to the pizza places, but I love going to the small businesses. And I could see myself doing like a deeper dive, like an Al Santillo in New Jersey, who's like the craziest dude who ever lived, in doing almost like that version of a show with it. The small business, even one of the dry cleaners, which we say, what was the name of the Pony Express, which is right down the road. This guy was a ball of tears in the video. It's one of the all-time.
Let's go.
And this is
I
the
love
first
that.
time that I met them, and they're killing it. They're doing great. The Barstool Fund was a big help. I love that aspect of it. So, But the having Jeff Nadeau show up at your house, be like you're making content every day.
Yeah.
Like, I want it maybe 1 out of like 4 days, but if you're moving to Miami, that's a big commitment I'm making to everybody else.
No, you have to, because if you're not there, then they're like, why am I here?
So,
it'd be like if we open the Chicago office and I was like, well, I'm not going to be here.
Right. Yeah, it's I don't think enough people realize the 20 years.
20 years?
20 years is
a long time.
Impressive. It's old. Anybody does anything for 20 years, they get sick of it. People get sick of it way before that.
And we've morphed to keep it interesting, but like as Dan, it's crazy because Dan, how long is
it's like 11?
11 years.
Oh, shit.
And like the early years, and he still goes a million miles, it was, you never got up from your chair.
Right.
It was like hunchback doing this. And before he came on, when it was the newspaper days, I was driving 48 hours straight, dropping off newspapers. It was a whole different.
It's like, football season, but like we're at the end of football season. I'm gassed. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
I'm very tired. Like I haven't had a weekend. Like actually January was the first month that I didn't have to travel like one weekend. So like there's definitely moments where I'm like, oh man, I'd like to just relax a minute. I'm not there yet, but like it's a lot.
Yeah.
And we're in a place now where we're still, doing well with Dave not 24/7.
right.
Well, I think too, you guys done an amazing job, right? Of like the only way to really continue Barstool being Barstool is to bring in people that can fill that a little bit, that can drive the storylines and the bullshit, which is hard to do.
Yeah, that's probably, too, one of the things that people – anytime you get big, it's like a band. Like, the bigger you get, people are like, I wish I had that. Like, I liked you guys when you were playing in your cellar and nobody knew who you were. But we have really done a pretty fucking great job with talent. Not everyone's a hit, but if you look at our new people, we have a lot, and it depends on when you want to start. I'm not talking like Dan, Kevin, Fights, those guys, but if you want to go down, Nick, KB, Caleb, the Bussin' guys, $1 million worth of game.
Foreplay.
We have foreplay. Well, you're kind of like an older guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been there 7 years now.
And again, no better evidence of my selflessness. You taking Frankie made my life 100 times harder.
Big time.
It was very hard to replace Frankie. I have Austin now, who does everything, and he's very good, but that takes a while to find that.
It also, so to answer your other question about like the day-to-day drama and stuff, that actually I think will – so COVID obviously changed a lot because a lot of people stopped coming to the New York office, and there was like that buzz that we had at HQ2, I guess we'd call it, the first New York office where it was just every day was something. The Chicago office, like literally my only like rule is going to be you have to show up. Like people like who maybe don't have a show or don't like you have to show up. You have to be there every day because hopefully we can recapture a little of that like buzz that like every day something can happen. And that's going to be it. Like I'm literally, Hank and I were talking the other day. We're going to meet with everyone.
Did Hank even show up to this thing?
He was wrapping. We were wrapping up PMT. I had to run. He's
put a suit on him. He doesn't even come to radio.
But that's going to be literally the speech. It's like if you don't have a show that's like super successful, don't worry, just show up and be there, be part of the mix, and hopefully that mix like gets stirred up again.
Yeah, because that's great because I think that the kind of the model has been if you become successful, create your own brand, then you become kind of a silo where you run your own brand that's attached to Barstool, and that's fantastic, good for you, whatever. But what that kills is it sucks people out of that.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
day-to-day.
COVID definitely changed things. I think in general I'm like an agent of chaos in the office because I like I can be ruthless. Like Dan's nicer than me.
Yeah.
So I can like really.
Although I've picked up my troll game in the office.
It's good
for that. But yeah, you're right. Yeah,
it's
you get people. Yeah.
Well, that's why it's hard to have. It's almost impossible to have old Barstool, which is not that you have to have that. But like if you don't have Dave, like nobody, like Dan said, Dan's more like come on the show and we'll be
right.
Dan, I would say is more towards productive creativity.
Yeah.
And I may be more to like make someone feel bad.
Totally.
But I have like it's funny because I get comments sometimes being like, why is Big Cat like giving this guy shit in the office, or like why is he in this? It's like, dude, I'm doing it because I'm trying to stir things up as much as I can in my own way.
Yeah, and a lot of the secret sauce was the accountability that goes on in any company being public.
You're right.
Totally.
Like that's whether it was a business team person or somebody who booked travel or office manager Brett every fucking day. It was like bringing somebody on there that does a pretty normal job at a normal company, but having their boss air it out publicly.
And it's a big difference. And this is sort of when I retracted, which we're going down Barstool history lane. But for a long time, I knew everybody, and I knew what I could
Yeah.
say, and I didn't have to think twice, like, if I say this, is this person going somewhere where they're going to, like, trash me and say stuff about Barstool? We start getting big, and you can't talk to, like, I remember, and this is mean, but do you remember when Biz bought, so, Biz bought Chick-fil-A for the entire office.
Not enough, though.
Not enough. And we ran out before everybody got a Chick-fil-A. And I went up into the second floor, which I never go. It's the business side of the house. And I saw our salesman, Sage, who's a little chunky, and I call him Sausage.
Stocky.
And I went through his trash.
well built.
I went through his trash. I'm like, how many fucking Chick-fil-A's did you eat, fatso? And I'm going through his trash, being like, if you ate 2, you're dead. You can't do that anymore.
No, you can't. Yeah.
But like I did it, and no one got me in trouble. But now I can't walk up there. Like I remember Frankie was telling a story. His buddy Barzell, the Islander,
Handsome fella.
he came in to the office, and my door was open. I think it was Sausage again, and I was fucking undressing him. I was screaming.
Yeah.
I'm like, you fat fuck, you were eating those shrimp. You left me alone. And Barzell was listening. He's like, this is like a hockey locker room. You can't be a hockey locker room anymore.
No,
so
it
like,
is. It's for a lot. I mean, we're like 400 employees now. And
Right.
A lot of people, it's just their regular job, and they didn't sign up to get that.
Correct. So it's like almost people don't see me when I get really mad. I'm in Miami, and I just pace around like muttering to myself, be like, that motherfucker Nate, like that fucking midget. But nobody, it's like I say it to myself,
Great.
and I don't get anybody else in trouble.
You are good for like once every 3 months just popping off at Nate, and he just gets the
Nate
worst.
antagonizes me, which to Nate's defense, I like. But he was like when Rico got fired.
Yeah,
He goes,
that's
I'll
right.
be the brave one. Like, I guess I don't understand. Was this a setup or not? Because we did the press conference.
Yeah, right.
He's like, we want Rico. So Nate has that ability. Nate is old school Weasel Barstool. He
Yes.
still belongs in a like birdcage.
The dog. What, so,
But it is crazy to think about because I know that there are. I mean, like Dave said, I think there's a lot of nostalgia with a company that's been this open for this long, and I understand the nostalgia because there's times when I'm like, I kind of wish I was just sitting at home and blogging, and that's all I was doing. It's just, the only way you get big is you have to change and evolve, and I do think there's nostalgia that like, oh, I wish it was those days, but there's so much shit we do now and so many like cool things, and like, I mean, foreplay like wouldn't exist 8
Not even
years
close.
ago.
That's
6
another
years
thing.
ago.
The people, the old Barstool, I mean, you can look at it. It may not be as core, but we went through them. And the new guys, $1 million worth of game. You guys, obviously, Spittin' Chicklets. Mean Girls is growing. Brianna Chicken Fries in, like, her own world is a huge star. So we just have a lot of different things going on. It's not as maybe core to that, like, chaos of what's going on in the office. And to be honest, I don't know that we get away with it. I did a pizza review the other day in Milwaukee, and I made like one joke that the chocolate chip cookie wasn't any good, and I got ripped. They're like, this guy insulted. It was all bullshit. But like, you can't do. If I breathe, I get people coming at my throat. So
Yeah.
I know it's infuriating, but it's you almost can't have that on the internet now. You can't be successful on the internet now and not get that. Like a certain degree of your following is going to.
Yeah.
Oh
be
yeah,
negative.
yeah. You have
But
to
we're
understand
we're
that,
like
yeah.
here, we're a legalized. What the greatest thing that ever happened for our haters probably is the pen deal. Because you actually have a way now to create discomfort for us because we are legally sanctioned. So you complain to like government, whatever. If I ever am done with Barstool and I'm out, the cannons will come right back out. Like the things will come up and I'll just start shooting. I've said I had to delay. My goal was for the 20th anniversary to do an evening of hate with David Portnoy. And no cameras, no nothing, but everybody I feel like I've had to bite my tongue wrong. I was going to rip them and then we do a roast reverse. But we're not. We're going to wait. There'll be too much shrapnel from that.
That would also end up being a 4-hour show. I think
It
you
would go on a
never
long
stop
time.
talking.
3 hours would just be on our own employees.
What? Can you be really mean to Austin? Like you guys are on that level?
Austin takes it so well.
Yeah, there's no point. Look at him. He's like just.
He takes it so well.
He's a white wall. It's hard to get to him.
Yeah.
He doesn't really. I don't yell at him. He doesn't screw up that much, but he
has thick skin.
Like Frankie would act like he's going to cry. Like he would get red, like tear up a little bit type vibes. Austin doesn't have that.
Austin, like I'm usually in the office earlier than like the office doesn't really start like getting people in until about 10, 11. Austin's always there.
Yeah, he's very on top.
He's always there.
Does that annoy you, Dave? That he doesn't show any emotion?
No. Because he really,
I feel like you want to make.
He did one thing that really like got me angry. I'll keep my. I know how hard he works. He's a fanatically hard worker. So even if he fucks something up, it's like everybody fucks something up. It's not through a lack of effort, or he is a very hard worker. So and he elevated through my ranks pretty much how everybody else. It's like I wasn't traveling with the beginning, and you get more and more comfortable. It's like all right, he's he has fulfilled the Frankie role. I mean, where's Frankie? Does Frankie even live in New York anymore?
Frankie's here.
No, I know.
I don't see it. Yeah,
that's a fat Frankie over there.
Yeah, no, I was literally thought you were Frankie. No,
yeah,
you're Frankie.
You're a fatter Frankie.
No, we're looking at you right now. You're Frankie.
Yeah,
You're Frankie.
Like a fat.
Yeah, look.
Yeah.
Put your hat backwards, Frankie.
A little fatter version of Frankie.
Yeah. That's Frankie 1, Frankie 2.
Very similar.
You guys are the same person. I was literally staring at him being like, is that Frankie?
I thought that was Frankie at first as well.
Yeah.
Did you know Frankie sang the national anthem today at the golf event?
Yeah, how'd it go?
It went well.
Okay.
It went well. He's a musical.
There you go, Frankie.
Yeah, I knew he did the drums and yeah.
I guess they just can do all that stuff. So yeah, he sang the national anthem today. Again, I think it went pretty damn well.
Can we look at this clip? Did you see the Stephen A. J. Will clip?
No.
Can you find that clip? So this is all on Kyrie. And if anybody likes Kyrie, you're a scumbag. He's the worst guy going.
Stephen A. still with maybe the funniest clip of all time when he said, in all seriousness, he's like, when Ukraine got invaded, I thought Kyrie wouldn't play the next day.
And that's real. This clip of Jay Will and Stephen A. is wild. Like they are really. It's as uncomfortable as I've seen.
Ooh, I like this.
I'm getting word we cannot play this.
We can't play this clip. Why?
Copyright, because YouTube.
Copyright.
YouTube has all kinds of rules. You can't.
How do I watch it?
No. We can't play it on YouTube. It can be played on the internet.
You can't pull up Twitter
for your personal enjoyment. You can watch it. That's how you watch it.
Listen, TJ, I trust TJ because the yak would have been banned about 1,000 times if it wasn't for him.
Okay,
I'll say like play this, and he'd be like, "No, you can't play that." Because I seriously, if I ran the controls of the yak, it would have been one day.
Well, that's a damn shame.
You want me to watch it and react?
Did you guys do a rundown yet since
crazy.
the spy balloon thing? You guys talk about the balloon?
Yeah, we did.
We briefly talked about it. So I don't really know what to think about it. I get what they're saying, why they didn't shoot it down right away, because they didn't want to fall on people, right?
Yeah, and that ended up being, I think they said, pretty justified because the debris field was pretty intense.
Yeah.
Fair.
But I did say I laughed when Biden was like, I told him to shoot down Wednesday. Because Biden's in a phase now where you could tell like he's not supposed to talk to the public without like being prepped, but the reporters can catch him like getting off a plane and he'll give you the straight. He'll just fucking like verbal diarrhea, the truth. He's just like, I told him to shoot down Wednesday.
I told him Wednesday, but they wouldn't do it. It's like, well, you're the guy.
Yeah, right. But that's the funniest part because like you could tell when he's not supposed to be talking, but I think he's one of those guys. If a reporter asks him a question, he'll just fucking start like going off.
I like that they figured that out.
Yeah,
right.
Hide at the right time.
Right.
Yeah. He doesn't have the mental capacity to realize like, I shouldn't be saying this.
I guess I don't get like fucking satellites can see license plates.
That's what I'm saying. So, Google Maps can't that just tell you everything?
So
we should just balloon them back.
I would respect it if it was just a straight up troll move. Like that balloon had nothing in it.
Why don't we just throw like a bunch of balloons out there and see what happens?
Agreed.
I will say we did talk about it. My big thing is I want to know. I feel like we should know who is tweeting for Biden. It's not Biden.
Yes.
He tweets as though, "Hey, I saw this today." It's like that's not you. We know it's not you. Who is tweeting? I don't care. Like Dan said, Trump. Better, worse,
you
whatever.
Knew who he was tweeting.
He was tweeting that he was on his phone punching the button.
Yeah,
you shouldn't be allowed to
Actually,
tweet
you could
like that.
tell when he wasn't. There was times when he
Probably
wasn't.
grammatically
Yeah,
correct.
it was just like it was very clear.
Well, that's the
It's
same with us,
Yeah.
though.
No, Gaz and Austin like tweet your pizza reviews or some other stuff, but they actually have gotten so good they'll do the double space, so they'll trick you. Because like I've heard people in the office will be like, "Oh, Dave just retweeted my video," and I'm just sitting in the back of my head. I'm like, "That wasn't Dave."
The double space. The double space is because of my mother, who was a typing teacher.
It's a telltale Dave Portnoy.
Yeah.
You do it with text messages, emails, everything.
What's my mother so concerned about over there?
Hotel rooms. We're gonna go back
I
to
don't
the
know. They're
hotel.
like talking. I don't know. Everything good? Good, Ma?
Yes.
Yeah.
Great.
I promised that, like yesterday, so my mom brought like Mundle bread onto the plane, and I tweeted it, and I promised her I would not tweet anything else, even when she went into the bathroom, and she came out with
This isn't a tweet. This
This
not
isn't
a tweet.
This is
she
not
had
a
a tweet.
stack of napkins this big from the bathroom.
I love it.
And
I
she's
love
like,
it.
if we need napkins the rest of
I
the trip,
love
we're
it.
golden. She took them all.
Thank you,
I
Mom.
said, I won't tweet any more of the mum stuff happening.
Oh, that's great.
Literally just like the next person in there couldn't dry their hands.
Yeah.
And then sit in the plane, like just every once in a while behind, like a hand would come with like food. Like, you
Yeah.
guys need gum? You need this? You need-
My grandmother used to do that with like half and halves. She'd grab like 10 of them.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
well, if we're ever in a jam for half and halves,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're prepared.
I don't know when we would be in that jam, but if we are, we're ready to go.
So we missed we don't get that clip, fine. We can't do they were screaming. Like, basically, because Jay Will is kind of like a Kyrie defender.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, which is I don't know how anyone can be at this point.
They got into you're like taking this personally off.
Yeah.
Oh,
They got, big
got it.
time. Being like, it seems like you're taking this really personally. It's like, don't tell me I'm taking it personally. You're taking it personally.
There is something to be said, and it's crazy because I do think that Kyrie still, like, everyone in the NBA who plays still loves him.
How can anybody love him?
Here's why. I think he has his skill set. Every NBA player would want his skill set because he's got the coolest skill set. He's got incredible, like, he's got the best handle. He finishes at the rim. Like, his game, if you ask, like, a big man in the NBA, he's like, I wish I could be Kyrie. Just from a game, the way
there's
he
a
plays
respect
the
level.
game.
There's just
right.
But
It's like if Patrick Mahomes was a dickhead and, like, did all this stuff, the players would still be like, yeah, but have you seen him play?
But at some level, your brain is part of your skill set.
I totally agree, but I'm just saying I don't think that I think they just see it differently because they're like, can his play help us win? Okay, yeah, probably.
Has Durant said anything yet?
I don't know. I wouldn't be shocked if he
I saw the graphic that our sports book put out, and it was I first at Cleveland, like I'm not leaving, I'm staying. Then with the Celtics, I'm going to re-sign if they'll have me. And then with Durant, it's like I would never leave my guy Durant hanging. It's just one thing after another.
The quotes. This one was so fucking funny. The quote from last night after he got traded. I want to read it. It was. Kyrie Irving is said to be ecstatic about the trade to the Dallas Mavericks and looking forward to joining forces with Luka Doncic. So that was last night. This is another quote. Have been told that Kyrie Irving is ecstatic about the trade, looking forward to playing for Brad Stevens and understands the Celtics tradition.
Yeah,
Literally
exactly
the
right.
exact
Yeah.
same.
But he also, I believe, grabbed the microphone. Didn't he do that whole, he was like crying about being in Brooklyn. He's just, at some level, he wears out, well, not at some level, he wears out your welcome. There it is. There's the, no, I won't leave. I'm not leaving. That's him on Cleveland. If you guys will have me back, I plan on re-signing here next summer. That's on the Celtics. And then there's no way he can leave my man, Kevin Durant, anyway. That is on him. So he's full of shit. Yeah, he can dribble. He can shoot. He's a good player. But, he's a team destroyer.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
He's a team destroyer.
All right, look, we got to do a 5-minute break. We're about halfway through here, so I'm going to say we're going to go to break. After the break, we're going to bring out the Bussin' with the Boys.
Are they here?
Fellas. So sometime at the break, I don't know if they're here yet or not, but at some point we're going to bring them out here. We obviously are here for the big game, as we're calling it.
You can say it.
It's on the sheet.
Say
I don't know
it.
if that
You can
means.
say it. Super Bowl.
Hey!
You pussy.
I don't fucking know.
The
I'm trying not to-
You can say
Bowl.
it. We actually, when we were doing
Yes.
this, we did. You go down memory row here, but we did the week-long comedy special on Comedy Central.
Yeah.
The week-long rundown special, and they said you couldn't say Super Bowl, so our plan was to just get a gigantic bowl and say the Super, and that was like going to be our
Yeah, we were going to do the show in a bowl and just be like, look, it's a Super Bowl.
It's a Super Bowl we got.
Yeah.
We really thought that
It
was
is crazy you can't
genius.
say Super Bowl.
crazy.
The fuck?
Super Bowl. There, I said
You
it.
can't
Yeah,
use
yeah.
it for
Doesn't
like
that feel
marketing.
good?
Like I don't think
Felt
you can
great.
be like, hey, come to the. That's where they'll get you. It's like if you're doing a Super Bowl broadcast, you can't do it. I think you can use it in the term of like speech, like, hey, Super Bowl Sunday.
So would our guys get in trouble for writing big game matchup notes on here?
They would get in trouble from me. I think that's whoever wrote that is not coming from my school of journalism,
Okay, great.
which is pay attention to nothing.
Fantastic.
DJ's just nodding along.
Well, TJ, renowned Mooch guy.
Yeah, no. That's been cleared up. Wait, your mic's not on.
Publicly disavow.
Publicly disavowed, and he's done
Yeah.
everything right since then.
You know who I love, who really doesn't care for him, and I hadn't heard from him in like maybe a year and a half. Millmore. Millmore just came from the clouds.
yeah.
Hey, have this screenshot you may
Millmore's-
want. It was him.
He's
in
ride
the
or die.
scans.
No more is like day one foxhole guy.
Yeah, he literally like will crawl out. If you're watching like The Last of Us, the guy in the bunker, that is where Millmore lives, and he just crawls out for once every 2 years.
He's the crazy guy in Braveheart, the Irish guy, who saves William Wallace's life. He's like, it's my island.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody, so far. We got a pretty packed house. I imagine by this weekend, this place is going to get
Oh
wild.
yeah.
I was trying to explain to Silvana, Super Bowl week. This is a great crowd for Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, probably similar. Thursday, you see this, and then by Friday,
Philly.
like the hair on your arms are standing up. The place is just packed.
Philly.
I think Kansas City. I think both cities will travel big. And obviously, Philadelphia is. There's no city with scumbags like those guys. And I say that lovingly. That is true. It's an East Coast city.
The Minnesota fans are nodding because they got scarred from that NFC Championship game. Remember, like the old lady, and there was this Philly fans being like, "Fuck you, fuck you."
Yeah. No,
There's never
nothing
been like
them.
a more mismatch between two cities, Minneapolis and Philadelphia.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's Barstool Live from the Barstool Scottsdale bar. We're going to take a 5-minute break. We're going to bring a couple more people up, so we'll be back in a few minutes.
You're watching Barstool Live. We'll be right back. Go Birds!
I love the board this week.
For the last century, one game has captured the imagination of children around the world. Mini golf. In the desert of Arizona, the sport of American mini golf adds another chapter to its fabled lore. 16 Barstool personalities will compete for the ultimate prize. But who will be the deserving champion? A young boy who aspired to be a U.S. Open champion.
For the glory, history, at Shinnecock, Dave Portnoy is the U.S. Open champion.
It won't get any easier.
Fuck you. Fuck you. No, you piece of fuck.
I'm doing terrible.
Where moments of the past shape actions of the future. Will a defending champion rise again?
And there it is, Jeff Deload.
Or will a controversial rookie lay waste to the field? Could it be the obvious favorite?
Go in.
Or might an upset of epic proportions come to pass? Regardless of who you will be rooting for, the champion must conquer attrition. The champion who rises above will echo in eternity.
Pardon My Cheesesteak is a delivery and pickup only restaurant brand bringing you craveable cheesesteaks and loaded fries.
Go to pardonmycheesesteak.com to learn more and order now on DoorDash, Uber Eats, Postmates, or Grubhub.
I'm gonna need a drink.
Cut, boys!
You ladies look thirsty. Add vodka, add transfusion mix. That's a great cocktail. Just add Owens.
The game is on, but what game will it be? Anything can happen. Here's to you, the winner. Whichever game is on, New Amsterdam Vodka is there.
You really cousins, man. You cannot emulate, duplicate, motherfucking impersonate, reiterate, or none of that shit.
He a bullshit Eagle fan. He a bullshit Eagle fan. He had that Buccaneers shit on. You remember? E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagle! He a fake ass man.
Barstool Sports, yes. $1 million worth of game, yes.
This Gillian Wallow Adventures, this shit ready to be like nothing other.
My diamonds, they wet like water. Got what you need, place your order. More green than a forest. Fishing for the rock like a Ford. Hop up in the foreign, I floor.
Wally outdoors.
She steady hit me up, I ignore. Ain't about the money, I ignore.
They ain't never seen no shit like this. Trust me.
And watch me run around with a loser and teach him how to live more.
Oh, you fucking got that.
Ooh, baby, I like it raw.
I'm comfortable in jeans that stretch.
I'm comfortable in jeans that are comfortable.
I'm comfortable in...
When you need clutch, Muggsy Clutch Jeans are the only jeans you should trust. They're f***ing tough. They're f***ing comfortable. Guaranteed. Real clutch jeans sold only at Muggsy.com.
It's a fear.
Did you see the big news today?
What's the big news?
You want to tell him?
What's the big news?
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah, Tom Brady talked to Willie. DM'd him.
Yeah. Are you guys loud?
No, yeah, I got some bad news for you.
Wait a minute, is this working?
No.
I have some bad news.
Hold on,
for you.
time out. Well,
Can you guys hear us?
No.
It sounds muffled to me.
Yeah, we're off here.
I got
we're
some
off.
bad news for
Now
Willie.
we're good?
Actually, I'm not going to tell.
Just
Mine sounds a little...
Now we're good. All
I'm
right.
not going to tell.
What?
They can hear us on the bar?
Text it to me.
I don't want to shatter these dreams.
Are the mics better now?
Text it to me.
Yeah, the mics are good. We're good, right?
Dave will say it.
I can't tell.
Dave,
can the crowd hear us?
BC, he has a guy.
Dave,
a little bit.
Did you hear what he said, Dave? Can everyone hear us? No.
No. They're giving me the wishy-washy side.
Yeah, wishy-washy. We're wishy-washy.
We don't want to be wishy-washy.
No, Mom.
That's what.
They're
yeah.
good. They're on. They're on.
This
Dave,
is my mom.
did
In
you
the
hear what he
meanwhile,
said?
is trying
I'll
to
take
again.
one.
Can I give you a high noon?
I'll take
my
one.
mom. tried to go for
taking care of you.
She wanted me to go for a walk.
Let's
She goes,
pretend
"Let's-
this never
can we
happened."
go
He's
for
got
a
a guy.
walk
No,
and
no,
look
no,
around?"
no, let's celebrate.
No,
He was DMing with
He's
Tom
got a guy.
Brady.
He's got a guy.
You were
He's got a guy.
DMing with Tom Brady?
His guy.
He was DMing with Kevin.
Oh, Kevin.
Yeah. You were because Kevin texted me and
I
asked
said
for
I
your
called him.
contact.
I called him brother and everything.
Oh, you thought you were DMing with Brady?
Tom Brady. Yeah.
Until right now, you thought that?
I was
Until
so
right
jealous.
now.
Fuck.
Until this
I
moment.
actually
No.
didn't think about that because I've been running around. But you know how I know? Because Kevin texted me and was like, "Can I get
Do you
Will's
know who Kevin is?
contact information?" And I realized I didn't respond till right now. So he clearly was like.
So for those who
yeah.
don't know, Tom Brady did retweet and comment our boy Will here in his box of briefs doing the Brady method.
doing the little-
Now, so I guess Will was DMing with the Tom Brady account thinking it was Tom Brady. Clearly not. Tom Brady doesn't run his account. Kevin used to be my assistant. That's why he follows you, because he's a Barstool guy, so he follows all the Barstool. So
He's a great dude.
he's a good guy.
I only knew that because my guy told me who runs my account.
Yeah,
I don't even run my
right.
account.
Yeah,
guys-
right.
yeah.
Someone
Somebody
else
else was DMing. I don't run
And-
my
and-
account.
and to
Someone say, hey, Will,
further
Tom Brady
validate
followed you.
it,
I was like, oh, shit.
That's
Give him the
crazy.
follow back.
Yeah,
I
let
was
him know.
follow him back.
To further validate it, which sucks, but I have to say it. I was running around today, so when you just said that, it like clicked in my brain. Kevin texted me at like 1 o'clock and was like, "Can you send me Will's contact information?" And I forgot to reply.
Yeah.
So he's like, "I'll just DM him."
That makes sense.
Tom.
You said that story a couple
Fuck,
seconds ago.
shit.
That's a.
You were
tough way to
DMing
find
with Tom
out.
Brady.
That's a tough way to find
My
out.
guy was DMing with Tom Brady.
Right.
Hey,
right.
any way you slice it, Tom Brady on Twitter follows Will Compton.
And he
At-
will
at
be
the-
posting
Facts.
the boy's hat.
And
at
he'll be
one
wearing
point
the
in time
hat.
in the
He will
future.
wear the hat.
That's the big win.
Fact.
And I heard there's murmurings he's going to come up busting with the boys.
Huge.
There's.
I'd be very impressed if you got him on
sir,
bussing.
Thank you for that.
Oh, he's gonna go on
Thank you.
PFT.
That's Will Compton, everybody.
If you get him on bussing, he did very well done. Now, you were promoting his merch, right?
Yes.
So the
Yeah.
one he quote tweeted, I said Tom Brady and I did a collab on merchandise.
Right.
Posted the Barstool
Right,
link to our
right.
merch store.
Yeah, so it like reinforced his own brand.
And 15,000 clicks so far to the
Yeah.
Barstool merch store.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Working for you, the man.
That's huge.
You're dressing like your favorite player right now, like I'm working
That's
for you.
the-
there you
Where
go.
would-
That's
Yep.
the joke that he's told 4 times
Yeah,
today.
that's tough.
Got it.
That's
He did something today at the house. We actually have the clip where he told a joke to Devlin. Devlin laughed. He didn't think I heard the joke. Turned around, told it to me like it was fresh.
And everyone laughed like that too, and I knew Dave would.
No,
like,
I was laughing at what he was saying. Not-
Oh, got you. I forget how you get.
No, I mean he
I forget
said
how you get.
he said
I
a
forget
funny
how you
joke.
get. You're low-key a
His
little-
joke was funny about your joke.
Yeah.
Let me hear the joke.
That was the joke. I said it already, and I'm not
Wait,
going to
what
do it
was the
again.
joke?
I'm not going to do it again.
Did I miss it?
It's just going to throw a softball up for Dave to say, "Look, here he goes again."
Do we have the clip? Can we pull the
in and out
clip
thing.
of him workshopping the joke in front of me?
Like the copyright.
I missed the joke. What was the joke?
I like this jacket.
You
So
want me to
I
say
asked.
Oh, it was
You
the
want me to
where
say-
with the.
you
Oh,
want me to say the
got
joke
it. Got
again,
it.
I like the jacket. When I did Bus on the Boys, I asked Taylor, I'm like, I like the jacket. Can I have it? He gave it to me. I like the jacket. It's great merch. Buy it.
Phenomenal
I
jacket.
wore it. He tried to spin it like I'm dressing like him.
I said,
Fine. If
okay.
you tell the joke once and people laugh, I get it. When you literally workshop the joke just outside of my earshot, and then you're like, oh, I'm coming right back with it, and that's what he did. He came right back with the same joke.
The head man.
All
dressed like
comedians
a
do
Did it
football
hit,
player.
though?
Will,
the second
all
time?
good comedians do that.
Right,
Yeah.
they're always
Stand
working
They
their
always do
material.
multiple
That you gotta let
All
it-
the greats work their
Yeah,
material.
yeah,
All the
yeah.
greats.
And then they do
Repetition.
their Netflix special.
Right.
That was your Netflix special.
Right.
Do you have it?
Yeah.
We'll pull this up.
Man.
So you guys can.
This is
pull
open
that up?
season on Will Compton. This is
Can
an
you
absolute
turn my
peppering right now.
You know how it
headphones up?
happens.
Buddy,
Can you turn
just
my
gotta
headphones up?
Stay strong up here.
No.
Stay strong up here.
Will, you're one of those guys. You're like a bottom of the pile guy where you like wrench somebody's neck, and then when they fight back, you're like, I don't know how that happened. You
Yeah.
come and you throw the first shot.
No,
you come in
no, I
aggressive.
don't.
You told this joke for the 4th time, and now we got to pull it up if we can. Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Here it is.
He couldn't do nothing about it.
What are you talking about? It's like you workshop the joke.
I didn't workshop the joke.
Yeah, you did.
And I'm gonna.
How many times did you tell that joke?
One.
That's not true.
You were the second time.
Am I losing my mind here? Did anyone just catch that? How many times did you tell that joke? Once.
That was a guilty face.
Second time.
Once before it went public.
Solid wordplay.
Once
That's
before
solid
it went
wordplay.
Yeah, you
You,
workshop.
yeah, you were saying I've said the joke, like you were thinking in your head already before I said it to you. I said it once.
You workshop
But
the
he
joke.
caught you on a Like, if he's a lawyer, he won the battle. Like, his client's going to win over that.
Did somebody laugh the first time?
But I'm
you
not
told
saying
it?
he won, Will.
Did you laugh the first time? Did anyone laugh?
What's funny
Hey,
is I don't
that's
even
crazy
know
you're
who
not saying
laughed.
that.
I
You
shocked
were
my-
laughing.
Yeah, right.
I shocked myself.
You're like, oh, that works.
I said,
Bring
oh,
that
this is a
back
banger.
out.
I'm going to go tell the boys.
I'm going to bring that out.
We actually have another video too. We don't have to show
Just
all
like your favorite player.
you
I like
saying
your
the
jacket.
joke to Devlin.
Going over and grabbing
Yeah, you said it like off camera.
Listen,
it was a solid joke. It hit. Everybody laughed around. We all laughed. Ha ha.
Apple didn't go public day one. You gotta work. You gotta work before you go.
It's
out
just
and
you
work
want
out
it.
the
You
show.
want it. Listen, I went to Saturday Night Live. I went to the early episode, and they do tell the jokes and see how people react, and then they come back on the live show, the one that actually
You're
airs.
SNL.
But there's more than a second and a half breather. That's what it was. It's like I heard it. I'm like, oh, I heard him say it over there, making fun of me. And then the joke was being used again, and it was a lot fast.
But that was just from your perspective. Everybody else hadn't heard it. That's why we got the laugh.
Well, we do have it on camera twice, but we'll.
Hey, listen. Let me
Neither
ask
here
you a
nor
question. When a band goes out and plays concerts, do they play the same songs?
Same songs over and over.
Play the hits.
Just like we said the comedian thing, we said
Play
that,
the
we said
hits.
Apple.
Yeah.
No, you're fine, Will.
You're fine.
Oh, this is my natural habit. You guys know I like to get tossed around verbally every now and then.
And
What
Can
are
I
you
get
guys'
a-
plan this week?
Austin, can I get a high noon?
What is your plan this
Verbally
week?
tossed.
hey, how many times you told that
So,
joke today?
which one?
The-
That was the second time.
That was the second time.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
First time I heard.
First time was on the yak.
Yeah. That's true. You did say that.
So tomorrow, I think we just locked in Dana White. So he's
Oh,
sitting
hell
on
yeah.
this.
Have you watched that slap fight league?
Oh, we're gonna paint a hypothetical for him.
Oh, I'm sure that was
Teaser, nice.
Teaser alert! Teaser alert!
Teaser alert.
Do you watch it? Do you like it?
Do I like what?
Slap league.
The slap league? I enjoy the slap league.
He's not asking you if you
No,
like
I'm not
Dana
going
White
down-
hitting his
I-
wife.
no, no.
Oh, that's why I
not
thought he
what
was trying to
was
like, trap
asking.
me in right
No.
now. Like, what we doing? Right?
I kind of thought you were asking.
No,
that.
slap
No.
league.
Yeah,
How's that? It'd be-
slap league.
it'd be
Absolutely.
weird if you
That's
liked
great
it.
entertainment.
You thought I was going down that other route right there? I'm not a crazy person.
Well, I didn't know. I didn't
Slap
know.
league.
No,
Yeah,
I'm with you.
I think slap league is awesome. It's entertaining. Those dudes want to get up there and just get fucking knocked out for everybody else, and go ahead.
There was the one-eyed wolf was in that. Did you know that?
No.
The guy from Rough and Rowdy.
Huh.
Yeah, he was
Did
in
he
that
do
one.
well?
I'm not quite sure. I haven't watched it in its full capacity yet.
I'm not a huge fan of it just because, like, the no defense aspect is weird.
Yeah, but that's what they're signing
I
up
know,
for.
of course. I'm just saying, when you watch boxing, UFC, guys defending themselves is part of, like, what you're watching, the skill.
Yeah.
I don't know where the skill is in this, other than
raw power.
you could just
Yeah.
take a shot
Raw
forever.
power.
Well, the unfortunate thing is if it develops, you would think the raw skill would be hit, like basically killing somebody, right?
Well,
like hitting them directly in the temple so they die.
Yeah.
So, the guy on Twitter, I always forget his name, Chris something. He's like a neuropsychiatrist.
Oh, the old Nowitzki.
Yeah,
The
right.
old wrestler.
Yeah, so he said, like, what's next? Who can survive a stabbing? And I was like, I'd kind of watch that.
Yeah, that's kinda like that
I'd
show
at least-
Cheaters.
Yeah. Joey
Yeah,
Greco
like you
got
would watch
stabbed.
that, yeah.
Joey Greco got stabbed on a boat.
Yeah. Well, that was waiting. That is that. Hey, we're gonna actually show you your significant other cheating and be like, gotcha.
Yeah.
And he got stabbed.
Yeah, he got
by
stabbed.
the person that caught him?
Yeah.
His
Yeah,
significant
yeah.
other?
Oh, he
On
got
a boat.
stabbed?
He got
Yeah.
stabbed. Joey Greco.
Yeah, I mean, you play that game.
So
a lot.
funny.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But I mean, I talked to Danny. He said it's doing gangbuster numbers, just killing it. Which I guess it's like you said. There's something about the human psyche. You see someone's face, they roll around. You're like, what is that? It reminds me in a weird way of early UFC. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
No defense, but it
There's a novelty aspect.
and it's the same. It's getting a lot of hate, but so did early UFC.
Early UFC was like guys, one boxing glove.
Well, no,
one
there was
bare
no
fist.
weight
there was
class.
no weight class.
And they all
So,
fought
like,
that day, that whole
Yeah,
tournament.
it was
like
crazy.
Ken Shamrock would fight like a 400-pounder.
Yes,
I
I watched.
shin
It.
to the mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that the other day. Actually, Shamrock
Did
versus
you see
Hoist
the clip
Gracie.
of the guy getting slapped and his face swelled?
Yeah,
immediately
crazy.
swelled up?
Yes.
Crazy.
You watched that clip 7 times.
Crazy.
And that's the thing too. Like it shows so short. Like you're going to watch it over and over from the hit.
And dudes
when the
just
ref
hit.
just goes down there and they're just fucking
Yeah,
laying on the
control
ground
of
shaking.
the lead, dude. They're
You're saying, hang on,
times
give him
tables are
time
gone.
to stand up.
Yeah.
You want to get back on? All right, go ahead.
All right, so we got Dana White.
Dana
Max
White,
Homa?
Radio Max Homa, Radio Row.
So you guys did end up getting
Barstool
on Radio
is
Row.
now in. Yeah,
Now,
we are in Radio Row.
Is that
Congrats.
because I created a stink?
Possibly.
Wait,
you
so
never
are
know.
you guys setting up on radio or just going on other
It's
shows?
kind of, we're like freelancing throughout Radio Row,
Got it.
snapping
Yeah.
guys off, taking them,
Taking
man
the
on the
camera.
street type vibes.
Yep.
Got it.
A couple questions here, but we got in.
That's
they
good.
said no in 48 hours.
I
Dave,
told you
and
guys.
the rest of the internet.
Yeah,
is
once we
okay.
went to
Who
the
was that?
internet, it was
Yeah.
like within 48 hours they came back.
It is
Hey,
crazy they
was
weren't
that?
letting you guys in.
Who was I when you guys got denied at first? I was like, it's actually like a blessing that we get denied. Cause like,
Yeah, you're like, oh, it's really not.
because
even,
if you like,
not all
if
that,
we
'cause
were
everybody's
on-
in there.
Right. If we were on Radio Row, so many of those are like, oh, you want Joe Montana for 15 minutes?
And they're all
to plug his brand.
Yeah, they're all
no,
plugging something
right?
in,
Like,
plugging it fast.
I can't. I can ask 2 questions in 15 minutes. Like that doesn't do anything.
I feel like we have actually a pretty. I don't know. TJ's been sending. I don't know who's actually coming here, but we have a lot of big names that I've said yes to, whether any of them show.
Okay, good, because they asked me, and I was like, just ask Dave, because I didn't want to say yes to anyone and then have them come, and you're like, why is this person?
No. No.
That would have happened.
No,
that would have happened.
Well, a lot of our usual, like Greg Olson, I think, is stopping by.
I think Jules.
Edelman's stopping by. I think the UFC guy I got in a fight with is coming.
Oh.
Guthrie.
Justin Gaethje?
Yeah, I believe he was on the list. Is he coming?
I think he might get triggered.
No, he's not.
He said no.
Oh, he said no?
Oh, I thought he said yes.
What if we
That's
told
just
him-
somebody who doesn't want this verbal mess.
What if we told
as
him
you
one
say.
of us was a warlord? Would
Some
he
wel- some welcome it.
He
You
would
know
then
what I mean?
show
Yeah,
up.
some do,
Yeah.
not a lot though. This is a torture chamber. You got to
Yeah.
strap up, do their legs, the wrists, put on the shin pads, because I'm going 12 rounds with you.
Yeah,
He
it's
didn't
going to be
want
4
that.
quarters.
Now, if he gets physical, I'm out of here. Like that, I don't
Gone.
do.
Well, that's illegal.
Yeah, like
You can't be swinging on that shoulder.
No.
You can't be swinging.
How do you think you would fare though in that situation? Like, how long are you going to last?
Justin Gaethje would knock everyone out here.
0
No.
seconds.
It's just it's a
Not
simple
you,
question.
Will. You're a
Two-
beast.
two-
No,
Well, I mean, Will's
The three
from,
fellas in the
he's
middle
from
pretty
Missouri.
quick.
Like he can get him on the ground a little
No,
bit. Maybe.
yeah, Will can
From
wrestle.
Missouri.
If you're from Missouri, you know how to wrestle.
In an octagon, I couldn't last more than
No,
5 seconds.
right now he's sitting where I am right now,
And he comes
and
at
he's
me?
like, "What the fuck did you say?"
I
And
go
then he
like
just
this.
comes at you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, same.
I'll give you 30,
I'll fall right out this
40
window
seconds.
back there.
Oh, that's a
Of
long,
just
that's
running
a
away?
long time.
No, scrapping.
30? How long?
Will, that's
34.
way too long.
No way.
That's way
Well,
too
here's
long.
the good thing that
He
we
put
have.
He break me in 2 seconds.
I know for a fact if anything like that happened, Mike is waiting for that moment.
Where's
And
Mike?
He would be on the
security guard.
stage in 2 seconds.
Could Mike handle Gaethje?
No.
I think Mike could end
No.
like the fight.
Diffuse it enough for Dave
Correct.
to get
He
away.
could- yeah,
He
right.
said in the fight like Justin's not going to swing on him.
No, I think
He's like,
Mike,
hey, hold
no.
on
If
now,
Mike
let's-
had,
yeah.
if Gaethje was going forward at Dave, I think Mike would be able to stop Gaethje.
Yeah. From he could grab him behind.
Yeah,
and
he would be able to.
Just Mike by himself.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Yes.
Gaethje's going to get
Yes.
1 or 2 shots, and if he's standing right there,
Where's Mike? Where's Mike?
Mike's
He's
right
our
behind.
security
He's,
guard.
he's
Right
actually about to take you out if you wait.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
Mike, what do you think?
Yeah, I think he'd stop him, but if
You think
Gaethje
you're
turned around,
gonna-
he's like, all right, now I'm going to beat you up. He'd beat Mike.
Yeah.
Clearly. He's
You
like,
think
Yeah,
you're
but
gonna
then
stop
Mike's then Rob would
Solo
come in.
dolo?
We got other guys.
yeah, we need a lot of guys.
Say
We
he
need a lot
didn't
of
want to
guys.
be like he didn't want to be stopped.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got 3 guys that will
Yeah,
show
that's
up
right.
in a second.
Reinforcements.
Right.
We're talking about by yourself.
And they're ready.
Yeah.
They're ready. 'cause
But he's
we
also
don't-
he's also going to wait for the cavalry to arrive. Like there's a whole lot of Dave's getting a couple shots.
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah,
taking
Dave's
and
later-
they're going to be.
later.
Well, no, I
The
think he'd
most
break
wild
my arm
thing-
or something.
The most
He
wild
put
thing
me in
about
like a
Dave is
quick.
he's never been
Imagine
punched.
if he knew that and just
Correct.
like instead of trying to
wild.
punch you, he just grabbed your hand and
Yeah,
just went like
yeah,
that.
and broke my arm. I'd scream like a girl. He wouldn't know what to do. So, who do we have confirmed list of who we have this week?
Jules, I think Gilliam Wallow are coming through.
Oh, big gets.
Studs.
Hell yeah.
Trying to get DM. A lot of guys just said like the timing didn't work out.
Got it. So maybe we don't have as big a list.
We'll get more
Bobby
though as it
Hurley.
goes.
Oh, Bobby Hurley,
Oh,
he's
is he
coming?
coming?
This
That's
is
good.
for the radio.
Yeah. Have you ever talked to Bobby Hurley?
No.
Is that who
I
started
want
Hurley?
to. We've been trying to get Danny on. It just hasn't lined up. But yeah, Bobby Hurley. would be
What
great.
about you? So, all right, so you guys.
No,
did-
Bobby Hurley's not in town.
Yeah, what did I end on? Radio Row.
Radio Row.
Thursday, who do we have?
Thursday we've got
We got Bert
Yeah.
plus Shane.
Bert,
For
Shane,
a pod.
Yep.
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins. Hypothetical. See if he's going to game-winning drive. It's 4th and 11. I'm going to give you a option route at 3 yards. Who you throwing to type of situation.
Kirk Cousins, we've told this story, but at the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
somebody was continually pranking the NFL Players Association saying he was staying at our house. They kept calling, be like, "All right, tell Kirk we're about to pick him up."
Yeah, there was
Like,
a
"He's
car
not
sitting in
here.
our driveway.
He's not here.
I walked out and I was like, "Are you waiting for somebody?" He's like, "Yeah, Kirk Cousins." I was like, "Not here."
Oh my
I was
God.
just sitting there.
He ain't gonna be
Yeah.
there.
Nope, not here.
Who else?
Gary V.
Gary V.
We got.
Hey. Come on now.
Do you want to talk about it? I mean, I was just with him for a week.
You
and
were
a half.
just with him out in
Yeah, I
Wyoming
don't
for a
need to.
week.
Oh, Jeffree Star.
Yeah, Jeffree Star.
Oh yeah, he wanted to do BFF. I texted Taylor because everyone's saying you're hooking up with him, right?
I know, and your girlfriend as well thought I
Savannah
went
here?
that way.
Yeah, she's here.
Yeah.
It just. There's a lot of.
I mean,
there's a lot. There's a paper trail.
I
out
think
there.
there's yes or no
there's-
questions you have to ask without asking that question. Was
Yeah.
I in Wyoming last week? Yes. Was I with Jeffree Star? Yes.
Right.
Was
Could
I?
have been anyone.
Was that actually?
Were we in the same room? Yes, but that was financially. Like, I don't know what's happening with football after this
Right.
year. So, was it one bed? Yes.
Are you playing
So,
again? When does that decision come?
I think he is.
I retired on the yak today.
And then he unretired.
And then I unretired.
I think he is. I think he is.
You think
I
I'm
he's-
retiring?
No, I think you're playing.
Who am I playing for, though?
I think Jerry's actually making a pretty compelling case.
Well, we know after today I have a lot of work to
Jerry's-
do with the Steelers fan base to
Have
even
you
be allowed
seen
back
that?
in that locker room.
That he keeps putting him in the Steelers
Yeah,
colors.
the Photoshop
Yeah, he
is
keeps putting
relentless.
that.
Yeah, well, he's a great person with that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
It's-
you
it's
do
a-
have
it's-
to. Well,
gotta make some
we
ground
started
up.
to heal the TJ Watt
There's,
issue.
there's that, and that is.
Yeah, we started to
I don't
heal
want.
it.
We shouldn't go too far into
No,
that because
no,
that
we
needs to be a
started to heal
genuine.
it.
Yeah, what is that all about? Because Dan said there's some sort of issue going on.
Well,
all right,
do you want me to explain
Yeah,
my situation?
well, yeah,
or do
go
you want
ahead.
to?
Or
Taylor
yeah,
spit in
yeah,
his
go
face.
ahead.
What?
Taylor spit in his face.
You spit in his face?
Dave.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
we had JJ on
nutshell.
today.
That's crazy. You
And
wanna-
so I told them, I told Taylor and Will, I was like, I'll bring up, that they want JJ or TJ on the bus. So I brought it up to JJ, not knowing the full story. And JJ was like, "Oh, it's kind of tough because he spit in my brother's face," and it was like,
You spit.
"Okay, I'm on your side,
JJ's
JJ."
face.
No,
TJ's face.
TJ. Yeah, JJ was like,
Oh.
hey, it's kind of tough for my brother
Oh.
because like he spit in his face. It's like that's a fair point, JJ.
You spit in his face?
Yeah,
Why?
I mean, I've played JJ 14 times in 7 years.
And
before
never
with the
spit in
Cardinals.
his face.
Well, there was other interactions that would be not just as dirty. That's the ultimate disrespect. I spit in TJ's face.
In the heat of battle, though.
Not really. Is between plays.
You've
Like
shown remorse.
The situation.
What happened? Is this a highlight? Did you
It's-
fight?
It's Thursday night football. We're at Heinz Field. Is when Antonio Brown had that catch on his head,
Yeah.
and they're up by just 3 touchdowns. We're in 2 minutes at the end of the game. It's like, hey, just run the ball, let's get the fuck out of here, type thing. He does a pass rush, doesn't get there. I say something to him. He gives me the classic scoreboard, and then I turn around and I hit him right between the eyebrows. Now,
Oh, I thought he would have done something more than a scoreboard to provoke that.
no. No. So we finish the game. Him and Bud Dupree decide that they are going to meet me at the buses. They're like, we're meeting at the buses. We're going to beat your ass. And I tough guy routine, and I'll be out there. In my head, I'm like, I'm about to get my ass beat by both these gentlemen. I go to the locker room. I tell the boys, hey, listen, I'm going to need a couple of you with me, just in case. They say yes. No one came with me. So I waited outside the bus for a little bit. And I literally...
Wait, was Will on the team?
No, Will was not on the team at that time.
You would have been there. You would have been there.
You would have been there. You'd been, that's my boy. That's my boy.
I was nervous.
I sat there. I was outside the bus. I watched TJ and Bud walk past me. They looked and they kept walking, and I was just relieved. I thought I was really going to be ended.
Were you
there.
like mean mugging him? Or
No, it was kind of like a.
Wait, did you talk to Bud about this?
Yeah.
Since it
yeah,
became a Titan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he laughed. We had a good joke about it, so I thought like, hey, it was all's fair in love and war type thing.
Yeah.
And I put that video out about TJ saying no to coming on bus with the boys. I put the video out. I said, I know I spit in your face. I'm sorry. Let's move on. Not realizing.
How many times have you spit in guys' faces? That seems like a pretty vile thing. Like isn't that kind of anti-football?
I don't want this to turn like the indictment of my character.
Well, you get to defend yourself.
But I would say like north of 5 times.
Oh,
Including
wow.
college, including just college. One of your boys in Nebraska caught saliva too.
Oh,
I
he
forget.
did?
It was like a safety. I don't know.
You're just spitting in guys' faces
Well,
like that? I didn't know that happened.
I have this like thought of like how I want to be viewed, and 9 years into it, I'm realizing with Busting with the Boys, it's not necessarily working out for me the way I want it
So
to be.
is that something that happens way more than I thought? Because I'm actually stunned by the fact.
Does anybody spit in your face?
I've been, yeah.
Well-
yeah, no. Yeah.
Who spit in your face?
No.
No.
I was going to try to do something. But I realized, hey, don't get caught in a lie.
Yeah.
So, no, I have like, I've been like, had my like eye gouged. And I mean, you know what it's like at the bottom of the pile. Like things get grimy.
But
now.
I know at the bottom of the pile, things get grimy. That is a pretty well known, like, oh yeah, it's the bottom of the pile. Guys getting spit in the face, to me, is not something that's totally different.
And so now we can obviously get at this point right here and navigate the fact that maybe
we can move on.
absolutely
Yeah,
was wrong.
right.
And now this is my part where I'm mending bridges.
Got it. Wow.
We
spit
You know,
in the
hey,
face
it's like,
guy.
it's like we talked about.
I'm
Dave,
stunned.
Yeah, we hired a
it's
spit
like
in the
we
face
talked
guy.
about on our episode. Just say sorry sometimes. It's okay just to say sorry and move on. Here I am. I'm sorry.
Right. That is something that if I rose to that level, I would apologize. I've never spit in anybody's face.
In your life?
No.
I can
Yeah,
see
you know what that is? You know what? You get away with
Childhood.
huge guy. Like,
no.
Yeah. Like, if I spit in somebody's face, I'm instantly beat up.
You're going to get
You've been bigger and stronger, so you think you're invincible. You're lucky someone didn't kill you.
It's big guy privilege.
Yeah. No, see, I think there's a different thing with a big guy, especially in college. Like you go to the college bars, and a lot of guys want to test themselves
I think
out.
that's kind of like fair. I mean, you're not a smaller guy, so you don't necessarily know what goes on in the head of a smaller guy. It's like, big yadded guy, spit on me. Oh shit, what am I gonna do?
Right.
You know what I mean?
I guess I have to.
But we're moving past it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've hit this.
How often do you?
We're not really moving past it.
How often do you think
like,
you
not
get
at all.
not just with you, but you hear it all the time, and it was just in the news in a big way with John Morant in that story
that was
that they were
crazy.
actually like pointing a gun at the Pacers, and his brother I think is suspended from going to a Memphis
friend,
game for
yeah.
a year.
Yeah, his friend.
And so that's a huge story. Like how often, and you hear it, I'll meet at the bus, and like what you said, most of the time you feel like it does not happen.
Yeah.
How often does it actually happen?
People meeting at the bus to fight?
Yes.
No, I don't.
I've never
I mean,
seen
it would
that.
be news immediately.
That'd be huge.
You would know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, this
especially
was
nowadays.
big
You would know
news.
about it.
Yeah.
I bet Braves got some probably stories about it.
Hey, Braves got some
Braves
more
always
stories
looking for a
for sure.
fight.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And Braves does like get into it on practice.
Yeah.
Like he'll get rough with guys and then things get a little serious, and you can see it in his eyes. Like he really wants to do something about it.
I've heard some stories about Brady.
I mean, he's
like
got
banging dudes' heads off the curb.
He legit
on
has,
a
I think, a
street
record.
outside of a bar.
He's
That's
had things
violent.
that are now
Braves
Well,
exposed.
he's an Ohio State guy, right?
Yeah, he's about that life.
Yeah, that's that.
And every
Unfortunately,
time we're on the team,
that sounds par for the course for Ohio State.
Yeah, and he loves when fights break out because he
Again,
likes
Ohio
to break
State.
them up.
Yeah, Dave. I mean, I have a few things on the record that I can't double down on you with, but I've noticed Ohio State, a lot of guys like that out there.
Yeah.
Another guy that's possibly going to come on the podcast, Ryan Day.
Ryan
Day.
Born on third base.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
That would be a
Saved his
great
job.
That would be
I
a
think
great
that'd be
pod-
outstanding to have him on.
Great podcast.
Yes.
Like I actually was watching again, you with your coach Rule, and you handled him
Talk
well.
about a spit guy.
You talk about a guy who he's like, we have, what I think he said he had 400 more like academic All-Americans in Stanford
And
at
you
Nebraska.
Saw how
oh, you
Thank
handled
you,
that like a
thank
pro.
you,
Yeah.
Thank you.
We lead the country, I believe.
Yeah, well, like Taylor did say, if you're handing them out like, candy, they're pretty easy to get.
Yeah.
Matt Rule also had it.
Hey, what does the N stand for in Nebraska?
We're number one. I know
Will,
that.
what does the N stand for in Nebraska?
Knowledge.
Exactly. So
Yes,
that's
yes.
Yeah,
Hey,
perfect.
solid interview with Coach Rule.
It was
yeah?
good, yeah.
He's
Lot
a
to be
spit guy.
optimistic about it.
No,
Yeah,
I don't think there is.
You don't think so?
No, I don't like how he's suing for $5 million. I think
He also had an all-time quote, Dave, where he was like,
What do you mean?
anyone who wants to come to Nebraska for money, like,
Right.
like
He's
you
suing.
You got to join the Brotherhood
Oh,
after
he's
he
holding a
signed.
grudge.
Yeah.
Well, he's
Yeah, you're not a grudge guy.
no, I am, but
You're not a grudge guy.
No, but listen,
You don't
he
like
got
him
you
looking
there.
back in the past.
no.
fair point.
If I left Barstool for a big contract somewhere else, I'm not going to sue for pennies. I got to be focused on the new venture. I don't like him suing. Who's he suing? Carolina, right?
Yeah.
For
Yeah, I
$5
think
million.
so, yeah.
Yeah. He's not totally focused on the job ahead.
No, there's other business dynamic in there. It's not like, I just want to sue the Panthers. The way the structure's worked out, the way he's getting paid with Nebraska doesn't have to pay it. Carolina's got to pay it, and he'd like to see Carolina pay it since he got fired. If you left Barstool, you would leave Barstool. Would love to see Big Cat fired me. I'm sure you'd hold a grudge. You'd bang a nice little champagne bottle with Big Cat's name.
What?
I'm talking about the grudge thing. I'm saying if you left
think we're
Barstool,
gonna
you would
point-
leave. You wouldn't get fired.
Yeah, but I mean, he was a disaster, right?
Yeah.
With what?
In Carolina.
Carolina.
Yes.
I mean, it depends. That's
he was a disaster.
Yeah,
they almost made the
weren't
playoffs.
good, and then they almost made the playoffs. Yeah.
They weren't good, is how you judge a football coach, right?
I
hope Nebraska's good. I can
big time
speak
college guy. He's a
college
he's
guy.
a good college coach.
That's why he got signed.
And you can speak for all Big Ten guys. We want Nebraska to be back.
Yes.
Absolutely.
We're all on the same team here.
Yeah, I don't take no shots at that.
Yeah. Look, you're not even.
Yeah, knowledge right there.
They couldn't even hear you.
Yeah.
There you go.
Knowledge.
Way better.
Nice try.
But yeah,
Michigan needs somebody in the Big Ten
Luke Fickell
to make it more competitive.
there's a couple teams now. It
Building a
is
monster.
Wisconsin and Nebraska.
Yeah.
Wisconsin, we've had the last 2 times we blew them out, right?
Yeah,
Killed them.
and the 5 times before that, we blew the fuck out of you guys.
Dude,
We've
you're talking about 7 years ago.
Listen, I'm saying Wisconsin has had the worst 3 years they've
Now,
had in 25
Will
years.
did say when you guys got Luke Fickell, he's like, "Damn, I really wish."
Yeah,
I didn't know he was
I didn't say that.
You said
He
I wish he
texted
was
me,
an.
yes.
I didn't know he was an
No, I
option.
didn't.
Yeah, he texted me. He's like, if I had known that Luke Fickell was on the board, I'd rather him than Matt Rule.
No, I didn't.
Matt Rule is going to turn Nebraska around.
Oh yeah, I know
in the
that.
next 3 to 5
Well, I mean,
years.
it's not turning around for Nebraska is going to a bowl game.
No, we went to a bowl game last year.
Yes, we did. Will, what bowl game was that?
Bussin' Bowl, November 12th.
That's right. That was right. They didn't win.
Yep.
But it seems like it's going to be official this year.
Yeah, he did sign for the Bussin' Bowl, so it is an official trophy game in college football.
Oh, there you go.
How long are you guys here for this week, by the way?
Till next Monday.
All the way. All the
So
way
you guys
through.
going to watch the big game with us?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
The big game?
Where?
Yeah.
Here.
Are you guys going to be here?
We're streaming it.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
How are you streaming?
Where else would we rather be?
I don't know.
Barstool Scottsdale.
Yeah.
This place is going to be hanging off the rafters by the time.
Coach,
we
you
get
know
this
me.
week. Yeah.
Just put the ball down.
We're ready to go.
Put the ball down. We'll
plug
get on
and
the
play
field.
guy.
Yeah,
Willie
plug
Betts
and play guy.
come out?
Do what?
Willie Betts?
Yeah, the Bet the Boys parlay will be a a responsible guarantee this weekend.
Nice.
Yeah, 1-800-GAMBLER, folks.
Clean that one up.
Always be
Attention,
responsible.
attention, small business owners.
Attaboy.
Yeah. Talking to you, you may be eligible to receive up to $26,000 per employee through the Employee Retention Credit. Omega Accounting Solutions can help you recover payroll tax overpayments and determine if you are eligible to receive up to $26,000 per employee. Omega Accounting Solutions helps get back the money you deserve through the CARES Act. All it takes is a quick, easy, and free 10-minute consultation to determine if you qualify. Omega is the small business champion with teams dedicated to maximizing tax credits. CPAs even turn to Omega for ERC guidance. Don't miss out on your small business tax credit, even if you got the PPP loan. There's still time to find out if you qualify and file your claim. Call 855-505-DAVE or visit OmegaTaxCredits.com/Barstool Sports now. Omega. Big thanks to Omega.
I don't know that we're going to have you guys back on the show this week. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. Love to have you, but do you have any early thoughts on Super Bowl?
The big game.
Eagles.
Yeah, I think, we're an Eagles. We're an
Why?
Eagles podcast right now. Top to bottom, is from a roster
making me
standpoint, they're a
nervous.
better football team. During the AFC Championship game, Mahomes, on an ankle, played brilliantly. He's a stud. Kelsey's a stud, but his main receivers, ankle, knee, and hip. If those guys don't come back to close to 100%, I mean, it's hard. Philly's got a great defense. They have an incredible offense. They have weapons literally everywhere. If they're not healthy, it could be a double-digit Philly win.
But I think that those guys who are injured, they'll be doing whatever it takes to
you
be
got
out
to.
there.
Absolutely.
Whatever.
Whatever. Now, if Cheetah was still in Kansas City,
Yeah.
you're looking at, I might go Kansas City.
We were talking about it this morning. Kansas City will have to beat them off script, those off script plays.
Yeah.
Then Mahomes just breaks a pocket and they make something happen. They can't beat them. They can't line up and beat them. Like you look at the way Philly moved around the Niners offensive line. Like they can beat you on the ground, through the air.
Listen, but the Eagles Niners game didn't mean anything. If the quarterback doesn't get hurt, I think San Francisco, at the very least, as going deep into the fourth quarter coin toss game, I thought San Francisco looked better early in the game. Their defense gets worn out because they're on the field every 3 seconds. The Giants stink. Now, the Eagles deserve to be where they were. They're the number 1 seed, best team in the NFC the whole season. But they haven't done dick. They haven't. We don't know what we got.
I don't
yet.
disagree. I had the Niners winning that game, and they had that little fluke on the fourth down that should have got
even,
reviewed and not
correct.
even happened.
And even the fourth down was kind of a fluky play before that kept the drive alive.
Right.
And then they have an incomplete pass.
But again, I do think you got to give the Eagles some credit for knocking out 2 quarterbacks. Like that wasn't. No, I'm saying
Knocking
like
out to. I mean,
no,
yeah.
but here's what I'm saying. Like you can't be like, oh well, the Niners like lost their 2 quarterbacks. They couldn't block him. They couldn't block
it's one
him.
play on Purdy.
But they couldn't block him. They couldn't block him.
I'm with you. That's why I think the Eagles are going
Right.
to win.
I'm on the Chiefs right now.
I think
All right, so
49ers
here's
are
what I'm-
If Brock
studs, bro.
Purdy's healthy, the 49ers are probably the second best, most well put together team in the league, besides their quarterback.
Here's what
Brock Purdy, and I've heard from people, reliable sources, I've said this on Busting with the Boys, is not that good. He just has aliens around him. And I don't know anything about quarterback play.
Here's what
But
I'm
I'm
getting
just saying
nervous
what
about.
I was told.
Throw that
Here's
intro.
what I'm getting.
Well, that's an insurance
Listen,
policy.
he's
I don't
not
know
that
Brock. I'm
good.
sure he's a
I'm not a
phenomenal guy.
quarterback.
Maybe
He
right.
played well for Mr. Irrelevant. He played well in
Yeah.
general.
I just
I'm
think
just
Philly's
saying.
got the trenches.
Here-
Kansas City
okay,
doesn't.
They got
so
the
here,
trenches.
Yeah.
I'm a big picture guy, been gambling my whole life, and this is what makes me nervous. Will we look back on this 5 years from now and be like, remember when you could bet Patrick Mahomes as an underdog in the Super Bowl? That was stupid.
Well,
Yeah, Pat is the
that
baby
was
goat.
stupid.
But
Like
then
that's what I think in my head. Like I always think about those moments. Like, am
What?
I going to look back and be like, Patrick
I'll get
Mahomes
to you.
is an underdog in the Super Bowl, and like that happened.
yeah, and I'm not convinced Philly's as great as everybody thinks. That's why I'm on. I could change because, like what Will said, if the wide receivers don't play, then that's a major thing. I
Yes.
think they will.
I said that.
I made a face to you when you said, did you say, what do you call him?
The baby goat.
The baby goat.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy. He's nothing yet, right?
No, I've obviously what I just said is not what you're saying. I think Pat Mahomes is
The baby goat.
the baby goat.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Where he's going right now, if he keeps going the
Oh,
way
but-
he's going, if he wins this game,
Okay, if he wins
and
this
then
game,
he keeps going,
if he wins this game, he's definitely the best.
He's a
No,
guy
if he
like
wins
he's
this
a guy
game,
like
the
Big Cat
Chiefs-
Singer's like you got to be pretty ballsy to bet against him.
Right.
And
No,
I just don't.
if-
Things
if-
aren't looking good for Kansas City right now. The injuries.
Yeah.
Philly is healthy as they've been all season long. You have a stud at right tackle that Chris Jones is a stud. He's a unicorn too. You can put him on the edge. You can put him on the inside. Lane Johnson took out Nick Bosa.
Yeah.
On a torn groin.
On a torn groin.
Yeah.
They
He's been
they
in
have
the
the
league
best
forever.
offensive line.
He's a
They have the
monster.
best offensive line in the NFL,
Correct.
and they're across the board good. They picked up a guy from
I-
across the
but
pond and said,
here's
"Hey,
the
this
thing.
guy's got good feet. Let's make him a left tackle." And they make him a left tackle. And he's
Yeah,
a
but
stud.
Sam Fran was getting pressure.
But here's where it comes
But they had
down.
the ball
Like
out.
They were getting pressure, but they were also getting bullied.
yeah.
When?
On those long drives, the long
Yeah,
when you're like,
yeah,
when
but
you
yeah,
take someone
yeah,
their they're literally
yeah, but
pounding
you
the ball.
guys know football. I hope since you both play the game, they only started
We hope.
getting bullied when San Francisco got hurt, and they're giving the ball back every 2 seconds. If
Buddy.
you do that, your defense is going to get worn down, get bullied. They were not getting bullied in the first half. It was 7-7 with 2 minutes to go in the first half, wasn't it?
It was
don't know, was it?
14-7.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think
It became
it was
21-7.
No, it was 7-7.
It was 21-7
They went
at
and took
halftime.
14-7 lead. Then they got a turnover and scored again right before the end of the half. It was 7-7 with 2 minutes to go in the first half. Maybe 2:40.
Yeah.
They've
lost.
Yeah.
They've lost one game with Jalen Hurts at the helm.
They're
one
very
game.
good. They're very good.
They started off what?
Who do you think? You keep going. Are you gonna?
Yeah. Who are
Kansas
you?
City?
Yeah. Who are you picking?
I guess I'll Kansas City again. I've said right now I'm on Kansas City. But if their wide receivers don't play, I'll change. But if
Wow! Very courageous of you.
Well, I think that's just common sense. If 2 of the 3 are cleared to go, I will take Kansas
No,
City.
they couldn't do anything against the Bengals in that second half.
Yeah,
Those
because
guys
they had no
out.
wide. I mean, if you have no wide receivers, that's the
Kansas
problem.
City's offensive line is not good. If their
It's
receivers are injured, if they're
not
if they're
bad.
60%, they're not good.
It's not bad.
They have their interiors pretty solid.
But
Their
it's a
offensive
lot
line as
better
a
than
whole
it
is
was
not
when
great.
they played the Bucs in the Super Bowl.
Dude, no.
Really?
I'm telling you, it's
But-
not that
but-
much different.
I listen, I
no,
listen
no.
to my ears.
They were playing. I know what you got going on.
Yeah.
And I'm very
just
confident
playing
you're going to
devil's
get that.
advocate with the
I
Chiefs.
know.
I'm obviously all
The
in
offensive
on the
line,
Eagles.
when they played Tampa, is better now than when they played Tampa. However, their offensive line, buddy, there was a second-year guy for the Bengals who made that late hit out of bounds.
Yeah.
He was eating all
Masai.
day. He
Yeah.
was around Pat all day.
But to
It
be
is
fair
against
to
the
the
offensive
Chiefs,
plays.
they were the best team that came out
Okay,
of the tougher conference.
let me throw this out.
Yes.
Let me throw
Yes.
this out there.
So
Here's the only other thing I have is that, and again, this is devil's advocate because I'm obviously very invested in the Eagles. I believe in Jalen Hurts, but if there's a moment where he has to win this game, he hasn't looked great since he got injured against the Bears. He hasn't. He was missed a bunch of games. He hasn't looked great. That's the only thing that, like, in the back of my head. Again, I'm all Eagles. But I'm just playing devil's
Can
advocate.
I ask you that?
That's the only thing.
If this was the Bengals, would you still be like, oh, it's gonna easy?
Oh,
Eagles
I don't know if it's going to be easy.
Because I think
I
would think that
disagree.
I would have thought before this last game that the Bengals match up better with the Eagles.
Oh,
the Chiefs win a
disagree.
lot more on their
Disagree.
again their off-script
Disagree.
plays, bro.
I
I
was
agree with
hoping the Bengals won because the Eagles' defensive line would have eaten the Bengals' offensive line for breakfast.
Not if they had I mean,
They would
they
have
had 3
fucking-
starters missing with 2 weeks to get healthy. They could have played their
No,
starters.
those guys were out, I think. They
Out,
were,
out?
Out, yeah. Well, I know at least
I thought their
Leo
left tackle-
Collins was torn ACL.
Lyle's out, but their left tackle was out too. I think with like an ankle.
They would have eaten
They
them alive.
the Bengals were hot cold throughout the year.
Now,
I thought they
but
were
the,
getting
but
hot.
the Bengals
once the
did a great
playoffs
job
started.
against the Bills running the football.
That's what,
moving the line of
that's what I'm
scrimmage.
saying. But the Bills, man, they just kind of lost it when they
They
got to the end of
did,
the
bro.
year.
They really did.
And
They just lost that little glow. They just lost it, man.
Yes.
I like not to make excuses
Ever since
for
Minnesota.
the Bills. I know people will be like, "Oh, you're making excuses for Josh Allen." I do think that like everyone's like, "Oh, they're playing for DeMar Hamlin." That the emotional toll had to have like they just like looked so flat.
The Bills were I agree with Will. They were floundering down the stretch.
Yeah,
a
they
little
were.
bit.
Hey, because even when the DeMar thing happened, the Bengals could have whooped their ass.
Yeah,
that
no,
night.
they were up 7-3.
They were up 7-3, and they were they were good
Driving.
for that very
That
short period
I think
of time.
actually would have helped. If anything could have helped the Bills.
Correct.
Because they would have got that wake up call.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Like we got to fix this.
It was. We kind of like the DeMar thing happened. Their next game, dude takes to the house on the kickoff. It's like, oh shit. They might
They
be winning
struggled
the
with
whole
the
thing.
Patriots that game. They
did big time.
They kind of struggled, and they had 2 kickoff returns.
I always say that our 18-1 season, if the Patriots didn't play the Giants late in the season, the Giants would have never beaten the Patriots. But they played them, kind of got to see them, and then beat them. It's all about the Patriots.
Yeah, it's a nice trip down memory lane, Dave.
That was Hank coming off the airplane yesterday.
What
He
a
was
way
like-
to blow that perfect season, too.
Brother.
The ball got stuck on a guy's head. What are you going to do?
Justin Timberlake did that.
Hank was like, he just like muttered. He's like, Super Bowl week's just not the same.
I
without the
literally
Patriots."
said the same exact thing to my mother, actually. I'm like, it just kind of sucks without the Patriots, and it doesn't even seem like they should play the game. It honestly, like, it used to be a New England reunion. It's like, all right, I'll see you next year. Where are we going? See you in Arizona. I'll see you in, like, San Diego. I'll see you in Houston. It was a rite of passage. You knew you'd see your buddies, people you hadn't seen, go to the bars. It was just wonderful.
Must be
I mean,
nice.
we're in the Super Bowl every year. Like
You
clockwork.
were, yeah, back in the day, man.
Just every year.
You'll get to live in that for, the rest of...
Listen,
however long
I
you
won't
got
trade
left,
it for
brother.
anything. I've had the best sports fandom of anybody. You can't have it better than a Boston sports fan has had the last 2 decades. And it's in like the prime when you want to have it. When you're at the right age, yelling like we have Barstool Sports. So if I never see, I happen to think Mac Jones will take us back to the Super Bowl. But
You'll never see a Super Bowl again.
No, we probably
you won't.
won't.
No, you won't.
Why?
You just won't.
That's what I said to Hank. I was like,
We have the greatest coach of all time.
I was like, Hank,
Has he
is
done
it-
anything since Tom left?
It's like 3 years.
Has he done anything since Tom
I
left?
mean, Tom looked like a joke.
You're
this
saying
year.
Rule was a disaster in the couple years he coached? Like, yeah, 3 years is a
So
lot. these days.
we're into the portion of this show where we're comparing Matt Rule to Bill Belichick.
No. We're talking about the time frames here. We're talking about the
reached
time
that.
frames here.
We've reached that phase of the show. Matt Rule, failed coach of the Panthers, fired, runs back to college versus Bill Belichick with a million.
What's he
Super
done in
Bowls.
the last few years
Apples
since
to
Tom's
apples.
left? What's he done?
Is Bill on is he the Patriots head coach in 3 years?
If he wants to be.
I don't know.
He's old.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
You know how this league works.
Yeah.
Well, no.
You don't know.
They love you until they don't.
Right. Everyone loves a soldier
Yeah.
until they come home.
Look at Dave.
that's
He
good say.
wanted Harbaugh fired. And then
Hey,
Harbaugh
but
goes
I can't-
and starts to compete. And he's like, oh, yeah, this is our guy. Like, fucking check the receipt the year before. You wanted him canned.
I have literally broken my shoulder 100 times. Put a hand up.
Because you lead from the
Yeah,
front.
I lead from the front. It said Michigan was getting to the point where they're like, hey, we stayed within 10 of Ohio State. That's a moral victory. I said no. I said, as a Michigan man, we play for national championships. And I got the whole fan base going, we got to be better, including Jim Harbaugh. So, yeah, I want to fire him because being almost good enough isn't good enough as a Michigan man. So, yeah, I helped lead the charge. I want him out. We readjusted our ceiling.
Now you're good enough.
We're a playoff team, and I think we win the whole thing next year.
Yeah, but you're not even an admirable
Blake Corum
playoff
comes
team.
back. Our offensive line comes back. Michigan is at the very least.
Somebody the other day shook Harbaugh's hand and said, "Hey, you're like the Nick Saban of the Big East," and he got fired up about that.
Oh,
I had to tell him that, hey, do not be disrespected like that and let them disrespect the Big Ten.
The Big
He's
Ten.
like, oh, we're all the same.
Big East, he confused me.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
That's a true story.
But no, what does that mean?
Big East or Big Ten?
No, Alabama player went up to Coach Harbaugh the other night.
This
shook
is
his
a big
hand.
part. Right here.
Shook his hand and said, hey, you're like the Nick Saban of the Big East. And he smiled big and said, thank you, man.
Wait,
so what's
why
What's
the
the
Big
Big East have to do with anything?
They're comparing the Big Ten to the Big East, and he's accepting it.
Oh, that's so stupid.
What?
People don't even understand the joke.
No, the
Big East doesn't have.
It wasn't even. That's not a joke.
Is this you workshopping this?
No, that's not me. That's
You gotta
something
go
I
back
witnessed.
over, and you didn't witness this. You made
Look,
that up.
It is what it is.
Wait, does the Big East even? They don't have
They don't have
football.
football.
That's what I'm. So, buddy,
land the plane.
Alabama guy, because I'm going to go up to
All right,
Harbaugh
that's
and
the show.
say he's a Big East guy.
SEC, okay.
And try calling him a Big East guy, disrespecting the Big Ten.
But that
And
doesn't.
Was Harbaugh like
What-
us? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, like what?
No,
is
he
the-
fired up. He smiled big, all thinking. Then we talked about the whole disrespecting
probably
the Big
thought
Ten.
he misread
And he goes,
it like you. We
no,
thought you
He
were
literally
Big
goes.
Ten.
He goes. Big Ten, Big
I'm
12,
so
Big
confused.
East. We're all the same.
I'm so confused.
That's a
So
true story.
Is this a roundabout way of saying these conferences need to gang up to defeat the SEC?
No, we were just talking about Harbaugh.
Now I know how you workshop stuff.
Every now and then, you figure out one that doesn't hit. You write it down in the notes. You put it back in the pocket, and you move on.
In for knowledge.
Yeah.
In for knowledge.
Can't do this.
Wait, this is a clip. I'm searching.
No, this was at a wedding we were at over the weekend in Texas.
Oh, it's
All of
this
us-
wasn't
anecdotal.
even- so this is.
Yeah, this
so
was
you misheard it.
I got to Google anecdotal.
Yeah. All right.
I have it on my phone.
No, you don't.
I do.
You have the guy
do.
coming up to
Unfortunately, I do.
Harbaugh.
You have
Like in
have
your
a
notes app,
clear audio of him saying Big East.
Yes.
Can
I put it on my story the other night. Literally put Nick Saban of the Big East with cry faces. We laughed.
Can we?
Per good
But
luck
I
having
just
you.
I don't understand.
How
what
deep
it,
into the
what-
wedding was this?
I'm
Like the
so-
reception?
The Alabama player goes, I'm going to walk up to Jim Harbaugh, shake his hand, and say, you are like the Nick Saban of the Big East. But tried to be disrespectful to him. Harbaugh smiled and said, thank you.
He probably didn't
I
get it
stepped
like
in.
us. We're like, we
I
don't-
stepped in. Do not let him disrespect the Big Ten like this. Stand 10 toes down. He goes, Big 10, Big East, Big 12, we're all the same.
What we're saying is, even if he said Big Ten, that would be disrespectful. Cause like,
correct.
He's like, no, I'm not the Nick Saban of anything. I'm Harbaugh, baby.
I actually
Like,
think
look
if
at
he
that.
said Big Ten, it
That's
would
what
be
he
a
would have to
compliment.
say.
It would be a compliment if he said you're the Nick Saban of the Big Ten.
This sounds.
But
like
I don't know, because I don't think he wants to be. He
Ridiculous
wants to
wedding.
be himself.
I don't know what's.
I don't know how more. I don't know
Sounds
how
like a
much more
ridiculous
clear I can
wedding.
be about that.
Everyone's making no sense at this wedding.
It was a good wedding.
It's again how deep into the wedding.
It was a good wedding.
It was a good wedding.
It was a good wedding.
Sounds like a great time.
Something Harbaugh needs to stop doing is every time the football season ends, pretend like he's going to the NFL. That needs to stop happening.
Well, because you guys like
You guys,
know, we don't have to
what do
say
you mean?
it. We don't have to talk about that. We talked about it on the pod that drops tomorrow.
What are you saying?
That listening to this, Harbaugh, yeah, he wants to go to the NFL because you guys aren't going to win a national title.
Oh no!
Your guys' best years are behind you. That's why he tries to leave.
He would have left.
You even said that too.
No. What I said was, if I was Harbaugh, I would look at my roster every single year. I would try to win a national championship. Once you knew that lull was coming, then you dip and go to the
and
NFL.
he tries to dip.
No,
roster's not right.
If
He
he
tried
wanted
to do it last
roster's
year.
not right.
He tried
If
to
he
do last
wanted
year,
to
went
dip
the
this
playoffs.
year, he could have dipped. He didn't dip. I
And
think
what
he's
happened?
done.
And
What do
we
you mean
went to the
he's back?
playoffs.
He's back. What are you
Doormat of the college football playoff.
What do you?
You guys have zero respect for the college football playoff. Zero.
We lost the game against TCU. TCU
Oh,
did not
yeah, no
win that
shit.
game. We lost the game. 3 turnovers.
Champions don't beat themselves.
Exactly. So we're this close.
Okay, that's good.
Will's climbing back out of this hole right now.
Because you've heard this.
Champions don't beat themselves. That's
Champions
a fact.
Yeah, it's a good line. It's a
That's a
fantastic
great line.
line.
That's a
coming
great
from a guy
line.
who hasn't seen a bowl game past January 1.
And by the way, nobody wants Nebraska. Anyone listening to this, I want to go to Lincoln. I refuse to go to Lincoln until they put a somewhat decent product on the field. So I am rooting for them. I'd love to go to a Bussin' Bowl, but if you're going to be a perennial 2-win team, I can't lower our brand and go to those games.
We haven't
Nebraska
been a, we haven't
will
been a
be-
2-win team, I don't think, ever.
Nebraska will be
How many wins you have last
3-0
year?
going to the Bussin' Bowl.
No, you're not going to beat Colorado.
I don't know. Let's
You don't think they're going to be Colorado?
No, I don't.
Dan, check that out, brother.
They're not going to be Colorado.
You don't think they'll be Colorado?
No, I do not. Why
Yeah,
do you
we
think they're going to
will,
beat Colorado?
bro. Fucking-
No, you're not.
Why won't we?
Because they
Colorado
have better
was worse.
players, better coach.
They don't have better players.
Yeah, they do. They're going to put those 2 cornerbacks on, lock you down. They're going to blitz 9. You're going to have no answers.
No.
Blitz 9.
Those two guys are like the two best cornerbacks in football. They're going to lock down your whole outside game. You're going to have nowhere to go.
Why are they the two best corners in football? Because Deion told you that?
Yeah.
What does that have to do with anything? Of course he's going to hype his players.
Well, I mean, they're also like
Point for Will.
They're also like the number
Point
one
for
recruits.
Will. The last time they won less than 2 games or less than 3 games was 1957.
Nice.
That was back during Michigan's day.
What
That was
was
back during
their
your guys'
record
age.
last
Well,
Back
we
when
had a
you guys-
national championship
you had
the
4
same
wins.
year.
In the
Fine.
40s and 50s, you guys won it outright a lot.
Yeah.
You had 4 wins last year.
It
Well,
wasn't
yeah, I
2.
mean, Michigan's
Pretty close.
100% over what you guessed.
It's actually double.
Double.
Yeah.
That is double.
Yeah, it's double.
4 and 8 stinks.
I know this much. We won our last game. What did you guys do? You lost your last game.
Oh, no.
But
Moneyball. You don't win your last game, you ain't shit.
You're arguing with a
we won it
2-year-old.
all.
You're a 2-year-old to argue with.
You already just said you're arguing with a 2-year-old.
You.
No.
You're the 2-year-old.
He was talking to me. I'm,
Yeah.
we're collectively.
You're the 2-year-olds, like arguing with a 2-year-old.
How do we pivot this to where it's no longer fighting Will Compton?
Well, he's just.
I mean, he just got a point. If we're doing around the horn, he just got a
that
point.
Nebraska stinks.
1957.
Michigan. We want them both to be
Will
great.
is very aware that Nebraska is bad. Will also
Will,
is
are
aware
you
that Nebraska's on its
aware
way
that
up.
Nebraska stinks?
We have not been a good football team in the last
That
decade.
doesn't sound great for an answer. That's a
That
straight
sounds like a
answer.
Dave Portnoy apology
No,
right
that's
there.
We're literally
that was
2
right there.
years ago the best 3-win team the country has ever seen.
That is
the
fact.
score. Hang on,
That is fact.
The score
That's a
differential
fact.
was 0.
That's
Score
a fact.
differential was 0. Top 10 teams. We took them all to the fourth quarter until the refs fucked us in every situation.
And
This
special
doesn't
teams.
sound like
Champions don't
somebody
beat
who
themselves.
admits.
No.
No,
I can admit, I'm accountability first. Tell
Does
me,
Nebraska
He's
stink?
an accountability guy.
Nebraska, the way we've been playing is not up to our standard.
That's I can't.
What do you want me to do? I'm not going to
take
stop.
that.
I'm not
You
going to stop.
gotta take that.
Listen, I don't call for it out there and call parental
No,
guilt. I want to
no, but that's why you'll continue.
I stay
to stink.
optimistic.
That's
I stay
why- and that is-
optimistic.
I chose
because
to
we
be like,
we keep stuff
Michigan
in house.
stinks.
I don't need to be out here on a microphone.
And now,
talking about, no, Nebraska fucking sucks.
and now we're back.
We're on
in the
our way
playoff.
up. We're
back
on
in
our
the
way
playoff.
up. We're on our way up.
You sit there in the locker room. Will says we're pretty good. We got 3 wins. Will says we're pretty
No.
good. We're a good 3-win team. We're a good 4-win team.
It's just when you have 3 wins,
Will's
everybody's
giving
like,
us money.
hey,
Will's
when everybody's
donating.
like, everybody's like,
Will's
oh,
doing
you guys suck. It's like, hang on now, like, let's check the tape. We did not suck. We just unfortunately did not win the fucking close games. And again, champions do not beat themselves. But we were in every fucking game 2 years ago. Last year just was what it was, man. Our coach gets fired mid-year. Other teams around the country, they got 2 DB coaches. We only had 1. Like, we just didn't have the resources last year to get it done. Now we got Coach Rule. He's bringing the noise.
I am rooting for
We're going to be
Nebraska.
back.
I think Nebraska beats Colorado.
I
They
don't
beat
think so.
Minnesota. They
I
beat
think, dude, Colorado.
They beat
What?
Northern Illinois.
Washed.
What do you guys play week 3? Northern Illinois.
Colorado's not a good football team. Look at them in every category last year.
No,
They were
you guys
shitty.
were not
Do you
good.
know what has
They're-
happened since
He doesn't.
last year?
Oh, was Colorado good last year?
No, but they have a new coach. They have a new.
Well, we got a new coach.
Who's your quarterback?
Fucking
Martinez.
Casey
Just say
Thompson.
Martinez. Just say Martinez.
Martinez.
I mean, you just.
We're about to land the number 1 quarterback in the country next year.
Hey, where's he live?
Next year.
Scottsdale.
Best state in the union.
Good spot.
Yeah, next year, 2024, number 1 recruit in the nation. We'll
He's
probably
going to
land him.
Nebraska?
I believe so.
I think it's between Nebraska and Wisconsin, isn't it?
Georgia.
No, we have too many quarterbacks now.
Yeah, they do.
Quarterback you.
But you're right. We got to figure out our quarterback
we will
situation.
now.
And
We-
even
we
if it's
got-
Casey
but-
Thompson,
but-
he's
so
got to
long-
figure out a way to stay healthy. You're right.
long
Yeah, but Colorado's quarterback, Deion's kid's awesome.
Yeah, I mean.
So that's a big change from last year. They have a top 10 quarterback in the country now. They have 2 studs on the outside.
I mean, that's early. That's early.
What's early?
Yet to be determined.
Who? What?
If
what
he's
part?
a top 10 quarterback in the
Oh,
country
I think
in Division I football. No, I'm not
No,
trying to be a hater.
that's a fair point.
Yeah,
by
I'm
Will.
not trying to
That's
be a
fair
hater.
point.
I think he is a stud, but you're dusting,
Well, I mean, what? You played for the Titans. They had a good quarterback. Aaron McNair. Well, he was great from that conference.
What?
Huh?
You're talking a quarterback.
Yeah, we had
McNair
a
played
good quarterback.
at
Now, it's
Alcorn
Ryan Tannehill.
State.
It's phenomenal.
What about
What I'm saying, Deion's son is a excellent quarterback. We've gotten to see him play college football. He's
You've got to see him play
Excellent.
college football at a
What was it,
very
D2?
small.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
He's saying
HBCU,
Steve
right?
McNair
Yeah, but what
played at Alcorn State.
what level is
Yeah,
that?
you could do the same thing with Ben Roethlisberger. Played at Miami.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Oh, the MAC is
that is-
So I'm saying, I've seen
You
him.
have
I
to
don't
be
care
seen.
what level he's
I'm not
at.
saying
He's
he's
great.
not. I'm not saying he's not a stud. You're like he's a top 10 quarterback in the country. I'm like,
think
I
he
think
is.
that's early.
Well,
The MAC is the conference of quarterbacks.
I don't think it is early, Will.
I think it's early.
What
I
an
think
interesting thing to throw in.
I think it is early.
Skowski,
No, I'm just saying it's
Chaz
low level.
Batch,
It's low level football.
Dan Lefevre.
When
Should
he
I
goes
keep
here,
going? You
we
want me
will
to keep
find
going?
out this year how good even Deion Sanders is as a coach.
You know who's number
Well,
one? You know who's number one?
Huh.
Raising Cane's Chicken.
Yeah.
Oh my, they really are.
Come for chicken finger meals, stay for sauce. Order online at raisingcanes.com. I got to tell you, they had this over at the Saguaro Scramble that we did today. I'd never had Raising Canes in my life
The best
before.
chicken finger in the game. Period.
Oh, my God. Their
They
chicken
just opened
fingers.
one right near me in South Beach too. They don't do delivery, but the takeout is actually the most set up, easy process there is. Still has to suck to go in the car, but it's the best. I can walk to it now.
Yeah,
Todd Graves is the man.
You can satisfy your Cane's fix fast by ordering through their app or online at raisingcanes.com. It's the week of the big game, and we're out here with Raising Canes. They've obviously come and helped support the show. Had it for the first time today. Their bread, their sauce, everything was fantastic, and their chicken was the best thing on the plate. Tender, delicious, melting in your mouth. It's great. The Cane's sauce, like I said, dipped it in there today for the first time. Going to dream about it tonight. Their chicken fingers voted the most craveable chicken fingers in the country. 100% have to agree. They cook their food when you order it, serve it up hot and fresh. It makes my mouth water just talking about it. This week, when you're gearing up for the big game, get a chuckle out of you, Will? For the big game, be sure to swing by Cane's and grab 25, 50, 100 or more of their amazing chicken fingers. That will be a sure hit with your friends and family. Again, satisfy your Cane's fix fast by ordering through their app or online at raisingcanes.com.
Colorado has no shot.
Oh, I think they're going to win. In fact, I may place a future
I'll
on
tell you what,
Colorado.
Colorado's going to be playing a away game.
No, they're not.
Week 1.
Yeah,
A future
they
on
are.
what?
That is
Their AD's out there
over-under
begging
Oh,
for
yeah,
Nebraska
okay.
fans not to show up. Which
They're
is
not winning
That's
the
more
national
embarrassing
title.
than the mayor of
No.
Cincinnati.
Yeah,
I think they
that's a
do
good
damage
point.
to
I
That's
got
a
you,
good
bud.
point.
I think Colorado loses to Nebraska.
Nope.
I think Nebraska's 3-0 going to the Bussin' Bowl.
Nope.
We'll see.
He's killed the portal. They're going to be very good.
We killed the portal. Got a lot of Georgia players.
How
You know,
many?
hey, you know who's killed the
I
portal
think 3
too?
or 4.
Michigan.
Wow.
Yeah,
Michigan's
it is.
done very
Solid.
well.
A lot.
We've done well in the portal.
I think Michigan's the team to beat next year.
Michigan's be very good. I think
Yeah,
quarterback's
yeah.
going to have a big step up. All right.
We'll see. I don't know.
That's pretty much show. Tomorrow, me and Riggs are golfing tomorrow. Me, Riggs, my mother, and your friend.
We're in the same group.
No, that's mini golf.
Oh, you're talking
Playing
about
the
golf.
big, yeah,
yeah,
big
the
course.
real golf.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got
yeah.
an interesting foursome tomorrow.
That's gonna. I think the
Yeah,
I think
know
the mini
you
golf
heard
thing's gonna
golf
go
and
well.
you just butted in.
You think it is going to go well or it isn't?
I think it's gonna go very
Yeah,
well. The
the
mini golf.
the mini golf tournament
With
live
dog
on
walk as
Wednesday.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
She's right there.
what Mrs.
She's in
Portnoy-
for a long day.
I don't know.
She's in for a long
I would
day.
take my
Bring her
mother.
to the Thunderdome?
Probably, she's pretty good.
When's
You'll
the last
find out.
time? When's the last time she mini golfed?
Mom, when's the last time you mini golfed? Not in a while, probably. Last time you mini golfed.
Mini golf?
Last time you mini golfed. 2 years ago.
Oh, that's much shorter.
But
than
I mean,
thought.
she golfs.
No.
Like she golfed today. She's golfing tomorrow.
Oh, she's like that.
She's the only.
What
I
time you
believe at
guys
the time
playing?
she was the first female to coach a male sports team in Massachusetts golf.
I
so
think
keep
it's
talking.
gonna be a very good foursome.
Yeah.
It's gonna
What
be
time you
during
guys
the mini
playing?
golf tournament.
Playing it like a-
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
We are playing at
11,
11 o'clock. What course are we? Do we not want to say? What I don't know where we are.
No, let's
All right.
keep it a little,
You guys are welcome to come on the app tomorrow.
between us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
9 to
going to be
11?
great. We got
They got the rundown tomorrow.
Oh,
I texted you. Check your phone.
I'm doing a live show.
You could check
Yeah,
your
we're
phone.
on
I
the
texted you earlier
wait. Are
Or
you guys,
have an audience
you guys are
anyway.
handling it?
You're bailing?
because of the Dana White
You texted me at 5:44.
before we got here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we started
5
on
to
the-
7. We're on this
That's
show.
when Dana committed.
Hey, boss. Dana White came in late to confirm
boss,
interview
though.
tomorrow, so he can't swing the
I
rundown.
did say boss.
Said boss, though. That's gotta make you
That's
feel
my
good.
guy. You know.
Was boss
He's a handmaid, you gotta
capitalized?
show respect.
Boss
so
capitalized?
what? We just have no
No.
rundown now? No ads? No nothing?
No, I mean we got Dana.
No,
We got Dana
but
White.
what about the thing that you guys committed
You
to?
guys usually it's
No,
usually
you
figured
committed.
No, as
We
always,
committed
it's
to Monday
gonna
at
fall,
first, and you
it's-
told me no.
It's going to fall on my
Can we
shoulders.
move the
I'm going to
rundown?
have to do the rundown.
Do what?
Can we move the rundown
Yeah.
What time can you do
Can we move the rundown?
after that?
I don't know. I don't know.
How long does the rundown last?
Half an hour?
What do we have to do in the
We
morning?
can do it after Max Homa.
Yeah, right
No,
after
no.
Max.
Or you guys
So
will
go like 10:30 to 11.
What are you guys doing tonight? You guys go out, have fun. I'll go back to the office. I'll scramble and try to get everything fixed for our ads and everything that's sold, and we'll try to get this rundown taken care of. So you guys can enjoy
Lead
yourself.
from the front.
Yeah.
About to-
Yeah, you know, I like
Would love
that.
to
though.
see it in
You
action.
did text me
The worst part
when
about
we were
this
live
is
on the
I'm
show.
gonna have to do it.
5:40.
Yeah, 5:45. We started at 5.
He's still playing golf. You're going to interview Dana White. I'm going to have to do it. That's what it really is going to be.
We are
Hey,
playing golf.
we literally just said we can make it happen. We can make it happen. We can do it after the home interview.
What?
We've never done the rundown stuff.
Right. You asked, right?
Yeah, we just said
They asked. Will says, I want rundown. I want to be part of this group. I want to be part of this team. Give me a responsibility. I said, here you go. First one. We'll set the table. You knock them out on Tuesday with me and Dan, and then we're going to give it to the new guys. Kill it. Then I got a text at 5:40 apparently, which I hadn't seen till a minute ago live, that you're out. You can't do it.
No. Actually, what did we just say? We said we can handle it 10:30 to 11.
So
if you want us to do it, we can do it. Then we go to Radio Row.
All right, you're big time.
Bridge the gap.
So what time do I have to do the rundown now? I mean, that's really what all this conversation is.
10:30 to 11, right?
Did you text him only so that when this came up, you could say I texted you?
No. It's just when we
knew he's on the show.
We knew, like when Peggy had confirmed Dana with this on the drive here, I'm thinking, I got to text the head man.
Did you ever try to maybe pick a different time with him or no?
No, because he's only in town tomorrow.
Right. Well, tomorrow's a long day.
We've been
it's a long
trying.
day, 24 hours.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
but you're kind of at the he's somebody
Right.
you're kind of at the mercy of his
And
schedule.
you just roll over us.
No, not at all.
Seems that way.
No. I've already, again, for the fourth time, apparently I haven't workshopped this enough. We can do tomorrow later morning.
Okay.
I just didn't know the timing of all the rundown stuff. At first it was 9:30. That was on the document passed out to everybody across all Barstool. Like, hey, we already had that.
Dan will get it.
I'll do it.
All right. Great show, boys.
Dan, you'll be our +1?
No, I'm going to do the rundown without you guys. I'll find 2 other people.
So let me remind everybody this week, we got the Yak live from the Nav House. That's going to be Tuesday through Friday, 11 a.m. Mountain Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Time on Yak YouTube. Rundown from the Nav House, which will not include Will and Taylor. Monday through Friday, 4:30. I'm just reading the facts. 4:30 p.m. Mountain Time, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time on the main YouTube. Barstool live right here, 5 to 7 every night this week, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time on the main YouTube channels and Barstool channels live from the Scottsdale Bar. Mini golf, 1 o'clock p.m. Mountain Time, which is 3 o'clock Eastern Time on Wednesday. And the Dozen is live Thursday, 7:30 Mountain Time, 9:30 Eastern Time. PM on the main Barstool channels featuring the experts, the Yak, Spit and Chicklets, and Team ZD.
It's just someone tweeted me, Will Compton selling Nebraska football, and it's just Wolf of Wall Street.
Also, you know what?
It's what?
It's Leo
all right.
from Wolf
Thank
of
you,
Wall
by the way,
Street.
everybody, for coming out. We'll be here all week. You know what we're going to mix in? A microphone in the crowd. Let them ask questions.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. No, we'll do that next time. All right. Thank you guys, everybody.
That's a show. Thank you.